Hello guys, and welcome to the Jake Gaines Show. This is Willis Strickland. I get the opportunity to do this again. And of course, Coach Jake Gaines here. Coach, how you doing?
Doing good, doing good.
All right, so Coach, let's get right to it. That was a tough physical game, and you pretty much said last week when we talked that that's kind of what you were expecting.
Yeah, definitely expecting it. They were a very, very physical team. Downhill run game. Defense does a really good job of presenting heavy boxes and making you want to throw the ball, but they got great players everywhere. But yeah, it was a physical game. Our guys, they responded well, and I think we were just as physical. We just made too many mistakes at times to kind of put it away. There was about three big moments in the game where I felt like you could have said, okay, this is it, it's over, but just let them kind of crawl back into it each time, and we ended up going all the way down to the wire. But like we said after the game, just happy for the win and thankful for that, but got a lot to improve on.
Yeah, it was kind of, as I remember from last year playing up on the hill, as I called it. Helene, it was, I guess we had our opportunities then, but they're just a scrappy, hard-nosed team, and they wouldn't give up.
No, they wouldn't. Yeah, I mean, you're right. Last year, it was similar with a couple of drops there late. Could have made it like a 2-score game to kind of ice it. Whereas I felt like on Friday, we were a couple plays away from making it a 3 to 4 to 5 score game.
Yeah,
kind of putting it away that way. So we just let them, like we said, let them come back in. But new week.
Yes, sir.
Fresh start. Gotta keep getting better.
Yes. So I'm going to talk about, we normally talk about the offense first. I'm going to talk about the defense first, because it seems like after the first 1 or 2 drives, you guys kind of settled in and figured out what was going on and put a stop to a lot of things that they were doing.
Yeah, they had run a play twice in their previous 3 games that they came out and kind of made a living in, and making an adjustment on the fly was tough. And I credit our D staff and our defensive players for hanging in there, making them spot the ball, and just kind of keep chopping kind of mentality on that. Because besides the 2 interceptions that gave them ball in the 1 and a touchdown, they played pretty good. Defense really did. Gave up that, call it sucker play for the 50-yard touchdown at the end, which is a tough play to stop. But we repped it and had a good call for it. We just missed the play. But overall defense played really good, and was super proud of when they got in their heavier sets, and that's when they really were trying to run the ball. We were able to stuff that pretty good and get them out of that. So was proud of that. So
I guess you feel each game we play, tougher competition, the defense is getting better and better, ramped up each week.
Yeah, the defense has seen everything already through 5 games in terms of personnel, size, speed. We've seen D1 receivers, D1 running backs, D1 O-linemen. We've seen teams that want to mash you, teams that want to spread you out. You go from playing St. Clair, who's an empty every snap, throwing the ball every snap, to Helena, who's running their quarterback. Anytime you run your quarterback, you add a hat. We call that +1 run game, because your running back can now be a blocker and or a decoy that somebody has to honor. So when you run your quarterback, you're +1. So they had numbers, and that's the wrinkle off the toss they had, and it was really good. And Auburn runs it. A lot of teams run the toss read kind of deal, like Nick Marshall, Cam Newton just kind of sticks out being, watching them play. But a lot of teams run that. But yeah, when you run the quarterback, you're +1. So for us, we've seen it all, and our defense continues to kind of answer well. And they got put in some tough spots the other night, and I'm proud of them for answering. They got a huge stop after the second interception. They got a huge stop, and they were in our territory, which was really good. And they forced a punt. We ended up driving down the field and scoring the next drive. So there was some good stuff all around. But yeah, just proud of them.
And it's funny you said something about the interception. So the offense moved the ball pretty well, but for you as a coach, I know it drove you crazy. More turnovers.
Yeah.
You definitely wanted to.
Yeah, I've said it before. You can kind of gauge how well your offense does. I know games are different, but on how many times you punt, and we punted 1 time. In the entire game, and so I think we had the ball 9 times, punted once. So I mean, the offense was moving the ball. We ran. This was our most rushing yards per carry we've had in 5 games, and that, which is 8.3 yards per carry, which is phenomenal against a very good defensive box, 6A bigger box. And like Cameron went for 174, 20 carries, 174, and so we were able to establish a run and run the ball. And obviously, they were giving us the look that we wanted to throw the ball, and we just didn't connect and made a bad read here or there. But a lot of that sometimes is on us as play callers. It's on the receivers. It's I know everyone sees the interception and thinks it's just the quarterback's fault, but sometimes it's not like that. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it throws it to the wrong person. But no one really knows unless you're on the sideline, in the headset, or involved with the game. What the exact play was supposed to be. But yeah, we just got to be smart. We got to protect the ball. We say the ball is the program. It's that important to us, and you don't win many games losing the turnover battle. We lost at 3-1, and so we're fortunate to kind of get away with that. And that was obviously a good 6A team that we were able to get away with that.
Well, you talked about Division I players. How does it feel as a coach to be able to sit on the sideline and not only coach Division I players, but watch the Division I players from all the other teams and stuff that come through here? I know I've been blessed since I've been doing stuff like this since I think it's 1995. I've been doing this for a long time. So how does that feel as a coach?
Yeah, no, it's fun. I mean, I appreciate your kid that works his tail off that's going to probably go into a trade next year, or man, we've had kids that are in dentistry school. We've got kids that are in HVAC. We got kids that are leading their fraternity in flag football right now. We've got it all, and it's fun to see them all come together because the kid that is blessed with the size, typically size is your first check you got to have, and then the ability and speed to play Division I football. It is fun to watch, and it's fun to coach, but it's also fun to see the kid that doesn't have the D1 size or speed, but has the D1 heart and the D1 work ethic to keep up, and then a lot of times outperform the D1 athlete. I
was just listening. I was watching NFL before I came here, and that's one of the things that one of the commentators was talking about. Instead of always looking at size stuff, a lot of these guys got a lot of this right here, and they can outwork the guys that's got the size and stuff like that, like you just said. Yeah. So, what are your takeaways? What did you learn about your team this past week? Yeah. Getting ready to go into a big game next week, which we'll talk about in a minute. There's
a lot of positive and some negative from the game that I took away, but the positive was there was never a time that I never think we're going to lose. We're losing. We might be down by 50, and I still think we're going to come back. That's just how I am. But there was never a time when that game got tight there at the end when the sideline or coaching staff flinched. It was like we knew we were going to win, and we were pissed about how we let ourselves get in that situation of a tight game. But and I can tell there's an energy. You're down there with us. You can feel it, and there was nothing.
You're right.
Nothing from that first offense when we were up 3 and we needed a nice 4-minute drill, which was another positive takeaway. That was our first executed 4-minute drill where we got 3 first downs, took the knee, ball game. There was never a vibe or a feeling from the 11 guys that went out there on offense that was like, oh no, we're gonna have to punt and then we're gonna have to get a stop. No, it was, hey, we're about to go get as many first downs as we need to win this game, and it's on us. And so that was a big takeaway for me, and that goes back to the leadership that we have. We got great seniors, great leadership, and so we just got to keep moving forward and get better. But the more adversity, said after the game to you at the 50, the more adversity we face now, the better off we'll be in November. Well, Coach, I feel that energy on the sideline, and since you've been here and I get to stand on the sidelines, I agree with what you said. That there have been some tough games along the way, some close games, but those guys, I always feel like they're in it. They got to, Now, last question before we move on to the next segment. Your kicker. Now, I've been standing on the sideline watching high school football for a long time, but that might be the first time I've watched a kicker kick and make a 45-yard field goal
and it actually would have been good from 50,
Yeah.
50 plus.
Yeah. So official stats, we got a 46, and it's a school record. Coach Wiley did some research and all that. Ended up being the difference in the game. He was 6 for 6 on touchbacks. We get a kind of strange penalty. You're not allowed, when you're on kickoff, you're not allowed to touch the 35-yard line with your foot, the kickoff team. If that makes sense. You're usually you're 5 yards back, right? And then you run when he kicks it.
Right.
Your foot can't touch the 35-yard line. It's a rule. And so we had a kid whose foot was on it, so they backed us up 5, and he still kicked the touchback. That was the first 65-yard touchback.
I remember that play, yep.
First 65-yard touchback that we've ever had here. He was 6 for 6 on touchbacks, hits the game winner, essentially, 46-yard school record, and he has 1 punt for 46 yards, and it pinned him inside the 5. It was a huge punt. It went that way, and so, I mean, just unbelievable night. He hit from 60 in pregame, which we have on video. It's on Moody Football's Twitter. Hit from 60 yards in pregame, which is insane. So, kid's special.
Coach, that's awesome. We're going to stop here, and we come back with you more on the Jake Gainer Show. All right, welcome back to the Jake Gainer Show, and I'm sitting here with Mr. Ryan McPherson, one of the awesome players for the Moody Blue Devils. How you doing today, young fella?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing great. My NFL team was winning when I left the house, so I'm happy. Washington.
I'm not big on NFL.
I got a question to ask you here at the end, so you got to figure out.
Oh, wow.
All right. Yeah. So, what was it like playing against a big physical team like Helena on Friday night?
Well, as you know, I'm not really in the action that much. I'm just kicking it, but they are some pretty big people. But I don't know. We're just more focused on ourselves every week.
Yeah.
Not the other team.
The field goal, 46 yards.
Mm-hmm.
That is a school record.
Wow.
And honestly, when you got ready to kick, I was telling Coach, I ran down to the back of the end zone, or at least the side of it, so I could see, where it was good or not. And I don't know if you knew or not, but it would have been good from 50 plus.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I didn't hit it my best, but hey, if it's good, it's good.
If that wasn't your best, I'll take it. That was great.
I'm planning on extending that record.
So now you get the opportunity to go play at one of the coolest high school stadiums it is in the state of Alabama, down at Auburn High School. So what do you think about that?
I'm excited. It's going to be a great atmosphere, and I don't know. I love those stadiums where there's a lot of people, more eyes on you. You just get to show off your talents. But planning on working on ourselves this week, getting better this week, and just try our hardest to give them everything we got.
So what is now? I don't know if this registers with high school or not, but what's been one of your toughest places to kick?
I don't know. I guess Gainesville was up there. There was a lot of people there. The Georgia team. Then our first home game, I was a little nervous, just because I just moved out here, so it was it was a little nervous, but nothing I can't handle. I just made sure I focused on what I know I can do and kicked.
Well, I think you handled it very well.
Thank you.
And been handling it. So, all right, now 3 questions. Favorite subject? I don't know why this question stumps everybody when they answer that question.
I'm not big on school, but probably science.
Science, okay. All right. What are your future plans?
I'm hoping I can play in college, kick in college, then hopefully God leads me wherever He wants after that.
And He will, if you trust Him. And the last one, since you were talking about the NFL, and you said you don't, but I'm asking a question anyway. Favorite protein?
Well, I'm a Seattle guy. I grew up and just liked the logo, so I just followed them the whole time.
You sound like my brother. He's a big Alabama fan, but they love Michigan and Notre Dame because of the helmets.
Yeah, logo looked cool, so I've been rocking with them since.
All right, well, we'll call you a Seattle Seahawks fan. Thank you, Ryan, for taking time with us. That's it for this segment of the Coach Jake Gaines Show. Welcome back to the Coach Jake Gaines Show, and I'm sitting here also with another awesome young player, Mr. Josh Willett. How you doing today, young fella?
Good, good.
You had yourself a great game there Friday night.
Thank you.
I know one thing, if I had to deal with you on Friday nights, I'd get tired of dealing with you. So, but that's the way it's supposed to be. So, how did it feel about playing against a big physical team like Helena?
I mean, they were really good. Their offensive line was solid, and their H-back, had to focus on him all week. He was a really good blocker, so it was really good for us.
Like I just asked Ryan, you guys get the opportunity to go play at one of the most unique high school stadiums in the state of Alabama with the largest student section in high school football in the state of Alabama, with the largest band in high school football. How does it feel to go and play against 7A Auburn?
I mean, I've never saw their stadium, but they seem like a really good team, really good school. You know, can't wait. Got a lot of eyes on us this week, so. Yes,
you know, you guys defensive, y'all got in the flow this past Friday night. I asked you this question, it kind of, like I asked Coach, it kind of seems like after the first couple of drives from them, you guys kind of settled in and figured out, you know, what they were doing, and I won't say shut it down, but you definitely made it a lot more difficult for them to move the ball.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, they had that one play, Pyre, that was giving us a pain. We had to make an adjustment to that, but overall, I feel like we settled in a lot.
Well, yes, y'all did. So I'm looking forward to this game this Friday night. So I got 3 questions for you, the same ones I asked Ryan. So favorite subject?
I'm a big history guy. I like history.
Good. In a certain part of history you like, or does it matter?
I mean, I just really like a lot of history. A lot.
All right, so what are some of your future plans?
I was planning on going in the Army, being a Ranger.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then you and one of my older boys, Josh Nollinger, I need to hook you up with him. He's in the Army now,
Yes, sir.
but he's getting ready to do special forces, so he can give you some tips.
Yes, sir.
And the last question, your favorite NFL team?
I'd probably say the Patriots. I was a Patriots fan growing up.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Well, as long as you didn't say the Cowboys, I'm good. Okay, smart man. All right. Thank you for being with us, Josh. That's Josh Winslet, and that is it for the Coach Jake Gaines Show. All right, welcome back to the Coach Jake Gaines Show. Coach, we just finished one tough game with a very good 6A school. Now we take another step up higher into 7A, taking on my friend and your friend Keith Estridge and the Auburn Tigers. Yep. So your thoughts about that?
Yeah, you know, man, really excited to go and play there. It's a really cool stadium. If you haven't been, it's probably one of my favorites in high school football, like in Alabama. It's a really cool atmosphere. They have the largest student section that you'll see in high school. They have the largest band that you'll probably see in high school. They're phenomenal support there. You know, non-football related, it's a pretty cool place. And so just excited for our kids to go in that atmosphere and go compete. They're a top 5 7A team. Coach Etheridge is, you know, depending on the bracket, you know, in 7A, it's so tough. Every team's pretty good. Like there's more really good teams than there are like average teams in 7A, if that makes sense. There's so much talent and depth, and so this is a team that can win a state championship any year. Really just depends on the bracket and who plays who first and who plays who second. But man, just really excited for our kids to go. We get to travel, so that's adversity. We get to go, you know, do things different than we won't have to do, you know. But hey, if we got to go play a team in Huntsville in the 2nd or 3rd round up near North Alabama, now we've got a 2-hour travel day on our belt. We can see what we like, what we didn't like, what went well, what went bad, and then, at the end of the day, it's 11v11, 1v1, battles across the board, and we got to see how many of those we can win.
Well, what are you expecting from Coach Etheridge and the Auburn Tigers offensively and defensively?
Got they're good all over, but they've got a really good quarterback. He's a stud, and he can sling it, and they're airing it out, as would I. They've got some great receivers, big O-line, do a great job in pass pro, and then they'll run the ball now. They're not just, selling out to 100% pass, but you can tell of who they want to be and their identity, and it's slinging the ball and getting their guys open and getting it to them. Defensively, starts up front with 0.99. It'll be two of the biggest D linemen you've seen. Since you'll be on the sideline with us, you'll see what I'm talking about. Their two linebackers might be, besides the Gainesville tandem, the best tandem that I've seen. 11 and number 3 are special linebackers, very, very good. And then in the secondary, they bring two of the 4 back from last year, and they were really good, and they're solid. So this is going to be somewhere in between Gainesville and Oxford, but closer to Gainesville in terms of talent level.
Yeah.
I'd say a lot closer to Gainesville, and that's not a shot at Oxford at all. That's just how talented Auburn and Gainesville both are. So, man, they're really excited, get a chance to compete, and this is a game that I promise you, you could say it. We'll get to the end of the year and be able to say, 5A, Oxford could have went this far in 5A, or Helena would have went this far, but this is a team that I could go ahead and tell you right now, there's nobody in 5A that, is as good as this team.
Oh, yeah.
So this is going to be a great competition, great opportunity for us to go get better, and just, like we say, go 1-0 this week, and that's the mindset, and that's our expectation, but this game is to get us ready for November, and I hadn't talked about this ever, so, this would be a good time to bring it up. This game was canceled last year. We lose by 3 in the state championship. Take all the, whatever you want to say, off about that game. That was most physical game I've ever been a part of as a high school coach. Auburn's a physical team, big team. Maybe if we played that game, we're 3 points better. Not sure, maybe so. So I'm really excited for this opportunity.
Well, as of now, it looks like we get to play that game because the weather's supposed to be great.
Yep.
A little warm, but great for the rest of the week. So,
That's right.
Coach, we're looking forward to watching 2 of the great young coaches in high school football go against each other. So, good luck to you.
Yep.
And looking forward to seeing it.
Awesome. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you, everybody. That's it for the Coach Jake Gaines Show.
We can help with that. Looking to buy land or investment property? We can help with that. Looking to list your property? We can help with that.
We are Exit Realty Crossroads, and we are here to help people buy and sell real estate in the central Alabama area. Our local and knowledgeable agents are here to help you through every step of the process. Go Blue Devils!
As a superintendent, anytime you're designing and building new facilities, they're thinking about how do we make sure that that school can function not only for today, but in 25 years to 50 years.
I do know about running a school system, but I did not know a whole lot about construction. So Scout, just having them on board is just tremendous.
Jay and Sloan both make you feel like you're part of the project and you're not an outsider. There would be no way that I would go into a project without them.
Life insurance that meets your needs now for when they need it most. With help from your State Farm agent.
Call State Farm agent Bart Perry in Pell City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Get a quote today.
Hey, I'm Grayson, and this is my sister Mary Virginia. We're part of something special called the Honey Huddle. Look at Mary Virginia. She just earned her first B badge by joining the Honey Huddle. And me? Well, I'm cashing in big with the All A's paydays. For every A, Our Trust puts money in my savings. We've joined a local family we can go to as we grow up, save for cars and college, and whatever happens after that. Let's make saving money a blast together. See you in the Honey Huddle.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for two.
That's gotta rhyme.
Well, how about munching on pick six, my mouth going yap, yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap, flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap, rap. Pick six meal for two for $19.99.
What do you dream of? Maybe you want to start your own business, buy your weekly cup of coffee, or to just be able to afford your favorite fruit at the grocery store. We're here to help. Alitrust isn't your average bank. We are a non-profit credit union staffed by Alabama locals and owned by you, our members. Because here, it's not just about banking. It's about having the financial help to live your life the way you want.
The law firm of Hill, Gossett, Kemp, Barentine & C welcomes retired Circuit Judge Phil Seed to our 7-member legal team. Since 1985, we've served clients with experienced attorneys, including retired Judge Jim Hill, Matt Gossett, Joe Kemp, Kyle Barentine, Shelley Rawlings, and Kirk Walker, focusing on civil litigation, personal injury, domestic relations, criminal law, real estate, probate and estate planning, corporate law, and mediation. With offices in Moody and Pell City, call 205-640-2000, a firm large enough for all your legal needs but small enough to know your name.
Kelsey, what up?
I think I messed up, Hank. I don't think I can walk away from football.
Say less. I got you. Jason Daniel Kelsey, welcome back to football.
This is a Buffalo Wild Wings.
Exactly. Where you watch all the games while stuffing your face with, like, the greatest wings.
So good.
And all the beer.
There we go. Let's go.
See? B-Dubs is football.
It's football.
It's football. Let's go, sports.
I'm Ashlyn Cook.
I'm Brett Madison. I'm Willie Strickland.
I'm Brett Stagg.
I'm David Simpson.
Hey, this is Coach Gaines, and you're watching Moody Blue Devil Football on the 411 Network.
Auburn, Alabama, known as the loveliest village on the plain, sets the stage tonight at Duck Samford Stadium for a high school football showdown. As a kid, I traveled down Highway 280 to watch my beloved Auburn Tigers play on Saturdays. Tonight, I'm here in Auburn, Alabama to watch our Moody Blue Devils battle it out with the Auburn Tigers. No, this is not Auburn University Tigers, it's the Auburn High School Tigers. The Moody Blue Devils enter the game ranked number 2 in Class 5A. The Blue Devils secured a tough 31-28 win at home last week against Helena. The Blue Devils' offense is led by running back LaCameron the Beast Meadows, who has 510 rushing yards and 7 touchdowns so far this season. Meadows averages 102 yards rushing per game. The receiving corps consists of Josiah Dozier, Elijah Rutledge, Aubrey Walker, and Aiden White. The special teams unit is led by kicker Ryan McPherson, who ranks in the top 3 in Alabama and number 1 in Division 5A in kickoff yards. The Auburn Tigers are a formidable opponent, ranked number 6 in Class 7A. They are coming off a dominant 56-0 victory against Jag. The Tigers are coached by Keith Etheridge, a 5-time state champion coach with a career record of 194-62. He led Leeds High School to 4 state titles and Oxford High School to 1 state title. Buckle up, folks. It's going to be a battle here in Auburn, Alabama. Hello again, everybody. I'm David Simpson alongside former Moody Blue Devil Brett Madison. And on the sideline tonight, our very own Ashlyn Cook is stepping in for Willie Strickland. We welcome you to Duck Samford Stadium and here in Auburn, Alabama, and to the 411 Network. I also want to give a shout-out to our producer-engineer, Eric Parsons, who plays a huge part in providing tonight's broadcast. And want to go ahead and let everybody know about our internet issues here in Auburn. We are having a spotty internet, so it may go in and out, buff out on you, but please note that the game will be uploaded soon as the game is over, where you can watch the whole game in its entirety without any interruption. But being live here in Auburn, Eric Parsons over here working his tail off trying to make sure this thing gets broadcasted tonight so everybody back home. I know there's a lot of watch parties going on tonight, but glad everybody's joining in tonight. And my partner tonight, Brett Madison, joins us. Brett, glad you're here in Auburn, Alabama.
Oh, man, thank you for having me. Yeah, it was a great little trip down 280. A beautiful night, like you said, evening here in Auburn, Alabama as the sun's going down. and just excited for the opportunity that Moody gets to have tonight. To the talent that'll be on the field will be something to see, and love to see how we compete. Looking forward to it.
It'll be a good game. I was able to talk to Keith Etheridge during warm-ups, before they actually started warm-ups, and chatted with him a little bit, and he just gave a lot of praise to the Moody Blue Devils, and we talked about some old times. And then, Lord behold, my old position coach from Leeds High School's here. His granddaughter is actually a student here at Auburn High School. She's in the homecoming court, so I was able to visit with him and just tell him what he meant to me. As back then when he was coaching me, he wasn't
quite as nice.
He wasn't quite as nice, and but you know what? He made a impact on me to make me a better person and a better man, and I thanked him for that. Hugged his neck and got my picture made with him, and he looks good to be 78 years old. I told him, I said, hey, you're above ground, so be thankful. But he's here tonight. That's Coach Bobby Fairley. Retired obviously from teaching and coaching, but he is here tonight, and it was just so good to see him. Brett Staggs is out again tonight. Last week Kayla gave birth to their second child. Yep, new baby, and so they're still getting adjusted. And there's the beautiful picture of their daughter. He's still trying to get adjusted to having two daughters, a newborn and a toddler, Brett Madison.
I can understand. Ours are 6 years apart, so we didn't have that. But I've heard a friend of mine said, that's when you go from zone to man, and it takes some getting used to.
Yeah, my daughters were 6 years apart as well, so I didn't have that either. So we miss him. And also Willie Strickland is out tonight. He is doing a wedding this weekend.
Oh, awesome.
I don't know if he's in state or out of state, but originally the game was scheduled for Thursday. When they made the agreement, when they signed the contract last year, the game was going to be on Thursday at Moody, but the hurricane weather kind of came in, and they ended up closing schools down here in Auburn, so they were not able to travel, so the game was canceled. Tried to move it to Friday night, but I believe, from what I understand, the schools were still canceled here, so no extracurricular activities were able to happen then. The game was allowed, so the game was canceled all in all. But I remember asking Coach Gaines last year, will this game this year take place? He goes, oh yeah, we signed a contract. So originally it was scheduled for Thursday, but I think home team has the decision to move it if he wants to, and everybody's kind of glad they did, because on a Thursday and getting up, going having to work, it's a 2-hour drive down 280, and it's gotten a lot better since I was a kid. It used to be just two lanes.
The 4 lanes a lot nicer, and like you said, we were trying to figure out when it was Thursday, whether we were going to take half a day on Thursday and then take Friday off, and the logistics there. So I'm a fan of the Friday night move. I know that didn't work out with Willie's plans, but he didn't get to be here tonight. I know he wanted to, and excited about the game. So
he'd love to see Keith.
Exactly.
His days at Leeds doing PA announcing over there in Homer Smiles Field. But anyway, we're here in Duck Sanford Stadium, and what a beautiful, beautiful sports complex they here. It's not on campus. Their campus is right behind the school a little bit. They outgrown. Talking to some of the. I think his name was Jerry Dillard. I think he's with the Auburn media. He came over and introduced himself. He's actually running the program from the school. He has a big, nice media room with all these TVs. So he's sitting there and he's controlling everything. And the cameras, if you notice, you probably can't notice on TV, but there's cameras up on the lights and everywhere. And that's what different angles to show the game. So he's sitting there with his broadcast team, and they're publishing, showing the game on.
Just a great setup.
For the Auburn people on Facebook and YouTube. So met them, been very, very hospitable here. Talking to the Officer Lay, met him right when me and Eric pulled up tonight, and he was the very first one to meet us and welcome. He said first thing he said was "Welcome to Auburn," and I gave him a big War Eagle, and luckily he said War Eagle back.
There you go.
There's a lot of Georgia and Alabama fans down here too, so and Mississippi State, but anyway, it's all good. So very, very hospitable with the Auburn family here in the loveliest village of the Plain. But we got a good one tonight. Everybody's excited about this one. There's a lot of anxiety, I guess, of how Moody's going to handle this game, Brett. And we'll talk about that later on in the broadcast. But we were looks like about 22 minutes before kickoff, and we'll get into our game day picks here shortly. But thoughts about tonight a little bit?
Yeah, like you said, it's going to be a lot of talent on the field, and the challenge certainly set in front of us. But I think Moody's up for the challenge. I know our guys are excited about it. I know the coaches are excited. It's about believing. That's number one. You got to believe you belong. I believe we do, and then you get out there and execute. So, no matter how the outcome comes out tonight, I think like Coach says, it's going to prepare them for down the road. So, getting out there and competing against this kind of talent is just going to pay dividends in the long run.
I know one thing Willie said in the coaches show, and again, I want to thank Willie for filling in for me as I had to be out of town again this week for travel. Coach Gaines said at the end of the coaches show that he goes, I really hadn't told anybody this, but last year the game was canceled, and he wanted to play it because he knew they were physical.
Yeah.
Coach Etheridge's team are very physical, and not playing that game he thinks may have hurt them a little bit because Montgomery Catholic was very physical.
Yeah.
And he's thinking that if we'd have played Auburn, not saying that they would have beat Auburn, but going up against that type of talent and then going to the championship game against it may have gave the kids a little bit better understanding.
Certainly. I mean, it took a quarter and a half to kind of settle in that championship game, and had you had that experience against Auburn, it may not have taken that little bit of time to get our feet up underneath us there. So, certainly I can agree with that and see where he's coming from.
Yeah, he said, we may have been 3 points better or tied it, but he said, I'm not saying we'd have won the ball game. He said, I mean, to make sure you understand that, I'm not saying, but I think we would have been able to, like you just said, not have that shock of a very physical team right off the bat. So if you go back to that very first series, Montgomery Catholic just took the opening drive and just pounded right down our throat basically, and we adjusted, and we know the outcome of it. But anyway, that's in the past. We got this one tonight. It is homecoming here, Brett Madison, in Auburn, Alabama, Auburn High School. So a lot of pregame activities will probably get started, so we might want to go ahead and try to start our game day picks just because we want to make sure we don't run out of time.
Yeah.
The very first game on the docket, we got 10 dockets as always. Last week, Ashland was 7-3. Brett Madison led the way with 8-2. So Ashland, myself, Willie, Eric, and Brett Staggs were all 7-3 last week. I got Brett Staggs at 7-2, and that's not right. So that's what happens when you do excel too quick. Overall standing, Brett Madison leads the way with 38 wins to 12 losses. I'm right behind. With me and Willie are tied at 35-15. Ashland is at 33-17. Eric and Brett Staggs are tied at 32-18. Game number one, Raglan Purple Devils 1-4 at Fayetteville Wolves 2-2. This is the 12th meeting between. I'm going to take some of the history from Willie tonight. So, 12th meeting between these two schools, which started back in 1998. Raglan leads the way with an 11-0 record against the Wolves. Willie's going with Fayetteville. Brett Madison goes with Fayetteville. Brett Staggs goes with Fayetteville, sorry. Eric Parsons goes with Fayetteville. Ashland Cook, Fayetteville. And Brett Madison, who do you have?
Yeah, that 11-0 record, I think, gets broken tonight. I like Fayetteville as well.
And I'm going to go with Raglan tonight. I'm going to be the odd man out here.
Well, history's on your side.
Yeah, history's on my side, but I may regret that come in the morning.
We'll see who's hindsight's what did I say? Hindsight's
2020.
There you go.
Game number two, Decatur Heritage Christian Eagles 1-3 at Asheville Bulldogs 3-1. This is the first meeting between these two schools. Brett Madison, who do you have?
Yeah, I think Asheville's just got too much for Decatur Heritage. I like Asheville to win that one really convincingly.
Excuse me there. All across the board, everybody picked the Asheville Bulldogs to get that win. Game number three, Francis Marion Rams 1-3 at Victory Christian Lions 1-2. This is only the second meeting between these two schools. Victory won the first meeting last year 25-20. Brett Madison, who do you have?
Yeah, like you said, second time they played. I think they're going to be matched up pretty evenly, but I do like the home team there with Victory Christian to get that win.
That's another clean sweep with the Victory Christian Lions getting the win. Game number four, Arrington Purple Cats 4-0 at Dale County Warriors 3-2. This series dates back to 1930 with Arrington losing to then Midland City 7-0. This series between these two schools stopped after the 1935 season. Midland City changed their name to Dale County and revived the series with Arrington in 2018. Tonight will only be the 10th meeting with Dale County holding a 6-3 edge in wins versus Arrington. Brett Madison, who do you have?
Yeah, I think Dale County here has got the edge, and I'm gonna have to go with Dale County, the home team again here.
All right. Brett Madison goes with Dale County. Ashlyn goes with her alma mater, Arrington. Eric Parsons, Arrington. And I'm going to go with Arrington as well to get that win. Game number 5, Pinson Valley Indians. This is our producer, engineer Eric Parsons' alma mater. They are 3-2, and they are on the road at Hewitt-Trussville Huskies, who are 5-0. This will be the 34th meeting between the Huskies and Indians, which started back in 1970. Hewitt won the first game 33-0. The Huskies hold a big lead in the win column with 26 wins. Brett Madison, who do you have?
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with the history here. Hewitt, they're on fire right now. So, sitting there at 5-0, I like the home team to continue the win streak there.
And everybody across the board picks the Huskies to get that win tonight. Game number 6, Paul Bryant Stampede, 0-4 at Chelsea Hornets, who are 3-1. This is Coach Gaines' alma mater. Chelsea is the alma mater, like I said, of head football coach Jake Gaines. Paul Bryant and Chelsea met for the very first time last year, with Chelsea coming out on top 49-12. Brett Madison, who do you have?
Yeah, I think some of these seem kind of lopsided. I think it'll be a closer game, but I do like Chelsea, the home team, to win again this year. Again,
across the board, everybody on this 411 network picks the Chelsea Hornets to get that win. Game number 7 is going to be an interesting one. Jacksonville Golden Eagles 3-2 at Corner Yellow Jackets 3-1. Another non-region game for the Golden Eagles. Jacksonville and Corner met last year for the very first time, probably out of the playoffs, and with Corner coming out on top with a 35-28 win. Brett Madison, who do you have?
Yeah, like you said, this is a good matchup. Like I said, across somewhere that they may see each other in the playoffs. Jacksonville's got the skill guys. I am a little concerned to how Corner's going to match up there, but Corner being the home team, it is also homecoming at Corner tonight as well, so I like Corner to squeak that one out.
All right, Ashlyn Cook goes with Corner. Eric Parson goes with Jacksonville, and I'm going to have to go with the guy who's leading the pack in these picks. That's Brett Madison. I'm going to go with Corner as well to get that win. A lot of the Region 6 games tonight, the Region 6, which is Leeds, Moody, Jacksonville, Lincoln, St. Clair County, Center Point, they're pretty much out of region tonight. Pell City, East Central, Springville, and Center Point are off this week. All right, so now we're going to game number 8. Briarwood Lions 3-2 at Leeds Greenway 4-1. These two teams met for the first time last year, with Briarwood getting a 31-14 win over the Green Wave. Brett Madison, who do you have?
Last year, Briarwood had some injuries early and, had a rough start to the season, but this was the game that kind of catapulted them, the rest of their season forward. I do, Leeds being the home team, I like Leeds, but my gut's telling me to go with Briarwood again this year, so I think Briarwood's going to get that victory in a close win.
Everybody across the board goes with the Briarwood Lions to get that win. Game number 9, Shelby County Wildcats 3-2 at St. Clair County Saints 3-1. This series began in 1974 with Shelby County getting the win 39-0. Shelby County has the most wins in this series with 10. This will be the 15th meeting between these two schools. St. Clair got the win last year on the road 28-21. Brett Madison, who do you have?
Yeah, this is homecoming again, so a lot of homecoming this time of year for St. Clair. So I do think St. Clair is got the better team here, but homecoming as well, so I like the Saints to pull this one out.
Everybody across the board picks St. Clair County Saints to get the win. Game number 10. This will be the very first meeting between these two schools. This is the Moody Blue Devils 4-1 at Auburn Tigers, also 4-1. Last year, Mother Nature got upset and the game had to be canceled. So, Brett Madison, who do you have in this one?
Well, this was, we've done a lot of studying on this one here. We know the challenge in front of us. But I think our guys are up to it. So, I like Moody to play a close game here and squeak this one out. Maybe we get that McPherson opportunity at the end of the game. I like Moody in a close game here, so get the upset.
Everybody across the board has picked the Blue Devils to get this upset. I think, like we talked earlier, Moody is going to have to win the turnover battle, obviously, and not, quarterback Jake Lowry needs to settle down. He still came out with the turnovers we had. They got 14 points, I believe, off turnovers last week. So that game could have really been lopsided if we hadn't had those turnovers. But, those saying if ifs and buts were candy and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas. So
yeah, that some of that's football. But yeah, there's some decisions there that that we'll learn from. I'm sure they've studied all week, and I look for Jake to come out and and have a good night and be more careful with the ball, like you said, making those decisions and live to, what they say, it's always good to end with a kick, whether that's an extra point, a punt.
Yeah.
Hey, let's not force it where it doesn't need to be forced. Just kick it. If we can't get it, we kick it away, and we live to fight another day. So.
And that's something that Coach Gaines has said 2 weeks in a row, and it's something we probably need to do a better job on our broadcasting and see how many times we punt. That kind of tells you, last week we punted 1 time.
Exactly.
I think Jacksonville, we may have not even punted.
May not punted at all. It's either scoring or turnovers or.
So that's something, and we don't have a statistician or a spotter. We're what you call your low budget. We're not ESPN here, but we try to be. But again, this game obviously stopped them. They got some high-powered athletes. That quarterback, man, he looks.
He fits the
looks
part.
good.
Yeah, he fits the part.
Offensive line is strong. They're tall. They're physical. Their defense is physical. So this is a 7A matchup, and people say, well, who can you compare them to? I want to say Gainesville. But I think Gainesville and Auburn would play, that may be a good matchup. I don't know. It's just Georgia, and we're getting off on chasing the rabbit here, but it could be a
it's hard to compare across. Cross there. But I think that's the best comparison we have, obviously.
Yeah.
It's going to be a challenge. But like I said, I think our guys are. The depth's going to be different. Obviously, we need to sustain drives, keep our defense fresh. If we can move the ball and keep that defense off the field, we can keep our guys fresh, and I think we can compete for 4 quarters.
I believe so too. So it's going to be very interesting. Again, it's homecoming here in Auburn, Alabama. Again, we're having internet issues. Hopefully, this broadcast will go without much interruption. But just want to give everybody a heads up that you may get a buffering. It may completely go out, but Eric Parsons is working feverishly to get this thing less hiccups as possible. As when you get here and you start running internet, the man behind the curtain don't like to see him get unhappy. So again, be patient with us and keep your comments, keep them respectful. We're just trying to bring something to folks back home, and I know there's another watch party at the O'Sherry's Pub tonight, and
nice.
Appreciate what they do. Broadcasting and advertising a watch party there, and
well, we're slowly filling in over here. Yeah. Earlier on, I wasn't sure how much the travel. After the long Gainesville trip, you're making 2 long trips. That's a good. That's
sign.
A lot in the season, but yeah, it looks like Moody's filling in nicely here.
I know me and Eric and I got here early and we're setting up, and a lady from Auburn who was bringing drinks, coolers through for our band. She said, well, how many people do you think Moody will bring tonight? And I said, well, we traveled pretty well to Gainesville, and that was 3.5 hours. And she looked at me. She said, I don't know if we're going to have enough food in the concession stand. I was like, well,
yeah.
I mean,
had to run down to Publix.
We didn't think Moody was going to bring anybody. And I'm like, well, you're about to find out.
That's right.
The Blue Devil Nation travels well, and we appreciate everybody making the trip out. And seeing new principal Greg Moore down there. He is a Leeds alum and actually a St. Clair County.
St. Clair County, he's been
principals,
at
Moody and Springville for the last several years. But Greg Moore is in the house. He's now the new principal here at Auburn High School, and Greg's a good guy, very good guy.
Great guy, yeah. I think 1995, I believe.
Pretty good basketball player.
Exactly, baseball player as well. My older brother graduated in '95. I can remember Greg, the big tall guy, out there on the baseball field, he could mash it.
So glad to see him. I still call him Coach Moore, because he was a basketball coach at Moody when John Gross was the head football coach there, and actually Coach Gross got him to be an assistant coach on football. But we're going to take a second here we're going to pause for our national. Stay here with it as the band plays in the prayer and national anthem. That was our national anthem performed by the Auburn High School marching band. And there's a decent crowd, like Brett Madison was saying, for Moody High School tonight. We're going to take a quick timeout. You're watching Moody Blue Devil football on the 411 Network.
I think this is just a great metal box, right? Let's get a little closer. Yeah, man, brand air conditioners are designed, engineered, and assembled in the USA. You think this is just a gray metal box, right? Let's get a little closer. Closer. Amanda brand gas furnaces are designed, engineered, and assembled in the USA. So this baby is true red, white, and blue.
Pick 6 for $19.99 is the perfect meal for two.
I can't believe we're on a date.
Oh, I'm just here for pick 6.
Imagine what our kids would look like.
I don't want to have kids with you.
6 kids.
6!
Pick 6!
Wait, could we eat here every meal?
Yes.
All right, I'm down. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99.
Play hard, play to win. But when sports injuries occur, you can rely on Encore. Our professional team treats all types of sports-related injuries for athletes of all ages. Our licensed therapists work closely with the patient, your family, and physician to get you back into action quickly and safely. At Encore, we love to see you move. Log on to EncoreRehab.com for a location near you.
Welcome back into the 411 Network here at Duck Sanford Stadium here in Auburn, Alabama, as the captains are on the field. For Moody tonight is number 0, Marsha Teofilo, part of the Bash Brothers. Number 24, Cam Mallory. Number 3, Aubrey Walker. And number 77, Fish Brenniger are your captains for your Blue Devils. For the Auburn Tigers, have number 99, Carnell Jackson. Number 62, bear with me, folks, they have a big roster. Tucker Auburn is then number 75. This is Trenton Pritchett. And also number 25 for the Auburn Tigers, that is Alexander Gamston. He is a linebacker for the Auburn Tigers. So captains are on the field waiting for the referee as they walk out. We do not have Willie with us. Ashland's going to do some of his duties as far as halftime, talking to Coach Gaines at halftime and at the end of the ball game. So we'll have to watch this, see who wins.
For the Tigers, number 25, Alex Gamston. Number 99, Carnell Jackson. Number 62, Tucker Alvin. And number 75, Trenton Pritchett.
Head referee is giving them the instructions.
Yeah, I like to see the guys kind of as they stand across from one another. Kind of gives you a little idea of the size. Look like we match up well.
We do. Somebody told me that earlier. I said, hey, looks like we match up pretty well with them, but we're about to find out for sure.
Yeah. All the speculation will be over here
in
about 4 quarters, right?
Let's see what the
Auburn has won the toss. For the second half.
There you go.
Here we go.
They're gonna have the referee mic'd up. So we'll get the ball first. We'll see what this offense can do.
I like that.
We have our cameras up above us, so you should be able to get a good view tonight of the game. Again, our students are running the show, and I'm looking for the list, and I do not have the list of the folks from the 411 Network students. Thought I had it, but may have fell out in one of my bags. So that happens.
They do a great job.
They do. And we're needing, Brett Madison, we talked about a statistician, somebody that could help us with letting us know rush yards, things like that.
Major stats throughout the game.
And the Blue Devils are now entering the stadium along with the Auburn Tigers. Lights went out, little sparklers
blue.
there.
Yeah, little blue.
So it looks like everybody's going to those LED lights here.
Great high school atmosphere. Auburn's got a big crowd over there for homecoming tonight.
We're going to do our Stag Step to Victory real quick with Brett Madison.
Yeah, love to bring the Stag Steps to victory tonight. Step number 1, win the turnover battle. We talked about this earlier. Takeaways are game changers against a powerhouse like Auburn. Moody's defense has to create extra possessions by forcing fumbles and picking off passes. On offense, protecting the football is a non-negotiable. If Moody finishes the night +2 in turnovers, they'll give themselves a real shot to pull the upset. Step 2, no-fly zone. Auburn's passing attack thrives on timing and big plays downfield. Moody's secondary must lock in, stay disciplined in coverage, prevent explosive gains. Tight man coverage will help over the top. Strong communication will force Auburn to beat us methodically instead of back-breaking deep shots. Step 3, win the third down. Third downs will decide the night. Offensively, Moody has to stay on schedule, move the chains, smart play calling, and balance. Defense getting Auburn's offense off the field on third is critical. This is where toughness shows and where whoever owns third down will control the momentum. Here we go.
Josh Daniels, the kicker for the Tigers. He has it teed up on the 40-yard line. Deep kick, and it's going to go into the end zone, so the Blue Devils will start at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, I was watching Daniels there punting earlier. They've got a weapon themselves there in the kicker.
First and 10, Moody from the 20.
Looks like we have trips at the bottom of your screen.
Yeah, we got a stacked inside slot.
Yeah, so LeCameron Meadows is the lone running back. Hands off LeCameron. LeCameron finds a little run room. He's up the middle. He picks up off that right side.
That's a good first down play right there.
Looks like he's going to pick up about, looks like maybe 6-7 yards.
Yeah, that right side of the offensive line did a great job of getting a hat on a hat. LeCameron finished off a big run.
So it's going to be 2nd and 4 for the Blue Devils. Good push from that offensive line, Brett Madison.
Staying in front of the chains.
Go back to trips at the bottom with one lone receiver at the top. LeCameron is your only running back. Jake Lowry waits on the snap. He takes it, hands it off. That's Aubrey Walker around the corner. He breaks the tackle. He's still up. Aubrey Walker's going to move the chains, and he is going to get a first down. Move the chains for the Blue Devils. Here's the replay.
Look here on the corner. This good seal block by LeCameron here that made that play. Gave him the seam. Nice job right there.
So 1st and 10, Blue Devils. Looks like they are on the 37-yard line. And we got a little tight package with receivers.
Spread them out.
A lot of moving around tonight. We're going to have trips at the top. Aubrey Walker's at the bottom. Jake Lowry looks over his offense. Sends a man in motion. He takes the snap. Goes to LeCameron off that left side. LeCameron Meadows.
It's a good positive play on first down.
Picks up big yardage. Not big yardage, but enough to move it about 5 yards. It's going to be like 2nd and 5.
Well, this is what we're looking for. We're looking for that positive first down play, keeping the chains moving forward.
They're going to give him only 4 yards,
about
so
4.
2nd and 6. Jake Lowry looks over the defense, looks back to the sideline. He has his play. Aubrey Walker's in motion. The Cameron Meadows again off that left side trying to get a little run, and number 2 for the Blue Devils, Cortez Cooks, pushes LeCameron out of bounds, so it looks like he may have failed the game, so it's going to be a big third down here, Brett Madison.
Yeah, we didn't get that seal block. We went back to that play that worked earlier there, but LeCameron did a good job of getting back to the line of scrimmage. Or maybe losing one there, but
looks
big
like
play right here.
Officially, they made him lose 1 yard, so 3rd and 7. Looks like we're going to get a false start. Against the Blue Devils, so they'll be penalized 5 yards. So now it's going to be 3rd and 12.
Yeah, that's a big penalty there. I know it's just 5 yards, but we're sitting there 3rd and 7, manageable. Now really limits the playbook here, and Auburn's going to be able to pin their ears back and come after us.
So 3rd and 12 for the Blue Devils.
I think this is where you got to be smart with the ball here and get what you can.
Jake looks back to throw. Passes complete to Aubrey Walker. Got a little open field, but he's going to be short of the first down. So some decision time here for Coach Gaines and his offensive staff.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking at a long 6. I mean, no decision there. Line it up. Maybe trying to get him jump off here.
Going to get that pooch kick maybe from Jake Lowry.
Called it there, David. Good call there. Nobody back. Get a good roll. Nice execution there.
So the ball's going to die about the 25-yard line. Not a bad series there, Brad Madison, for the Blue Devils.
Well, we ended in the kick like we talked about earlier there. We got ourselves behind the sticks, which we didn't want to do with the penalty. But, made a good positive play. In the play with a kick, pin them back. Let's get out there and let's play some defense.
The quarterback for the Auburn Tigers. Trying to see his number. I think he's number 15. Yeah, number 15. Kason Myers. He's 6'2", 205 junior for the Tigers. So
their offense runs through, through Myers. So
showing the trips at the bottom, twins at the top. Quick pass is complete, and we're on him quick.
Good
number
job.
10.
Great job there by number 10.
That's Caden Cofield with the tackle. The pass was complete to Jalen Huff. He's also a junior for the Tigers.
Cofield did a nice job of coming up and closing in on that quickly.
Myers again throws the pass, a little screen. He's got a little open running room.
Yeah. Did a good job here.
Pass is complete to number 7.
Auburn likes to throw it around. They don't run it a lot, but these little short, quick passes are really the replacement of their running game. So, expect that all night.
Josh Askew on the reception for the Tigers brings up first down, and they're going quick. And there's Myers on the run, quarterback keeper. He runs around that left end, and Brock Willis brings him down,
and not after about 7-yard gain there. And Myers is their leading rusher, so really the offense runs through him. He can throw it, and as you can see, he's got the wheels as well.
He picked up about 8 yards, so 2nd and 2. Myers drops back. He's got time. He throws it over. Complete pass down the sideline to number 3. That is Levi Kelly. And he's going to move the chains for the Tigers. So the Tigers are on the move here early in the first quarter.
Yeah, they've got things going. They're clicking here, and they're comfortable right now. We've got to get a negative play here, get a stop here on first down.
Moody makes a late sub. Myers takes it. He's got a little room off that left side. He's in open field, and he's going to pick up big positive yardage for the Tigers. Kason Myers picks up about 9 yards, so 2nd and 1, Brett. We haven't got him in a third down situation yet.
Yeah, they're running fast pace here, and they've got us on our heels right now, so we've got to get a stop.
Myers takes it, hands off up the middle.
Good job there, but
stop.
I think maybe get the first down right there.
Yeah, he's going to move the chains. He picked up about 2, which he needed to get that first, but that's their running back.
For the Tiger first down.
So new set
That's
of downs.
That's a running back, Huff there. Yep.
So they're showing trips at the bottom. Looks like twins at the top.
And they're changing the play there at the line.
Empty backfield for Kason Myers. Sends a man in motion. He's going to run it. He's looking for a little running room. They got a good seal block, and he.
Well, that's a good job there by, who was that? DJ Price coming up, kind of going. As Myers tried to go over the top, he takes him down there, limits the game.
I don't see Colin Baker. Didn't get the start tonight. Maybe that ankle could be bothering him some, so they may want to sit him out. Myers takes it. Was being pressured over the middle. Oh, and he's met.
Big hit by.
That's number 6. That's Owen Randall.
That's a sophomore there coming up and letting him know. A little whisper in his ear.
He picks up the first down.
Yeah, the receiver did a good job of holding on, but I like coming up and laying the hit there.
So they're inside the red zone. They're knocking on the door. Myers drops back. He's got time. He's going to be flushed down. He's got room. He fakes it, and he finally brought down from behind. Trying to see who's coming off that pile.
It's like maybe Jagger Ludolph and
Marshall Teofilo.
Marshall.
It's going to be second at about 4 for the Tigers. Myers takes it. He's going to hand off that level. A little hole over there. He got a good huff off the left side. He's going to pick up. It's going to be first and goal now.
Caden Cofield coming up and running the alley there.
You can hear our coaches right above us. So you got a first and goal now for the Tigers. Let's see what this Moody Blue Devils can do. Defense can do. That black shirt defense.
Yeah, it looks like Auburn's put their heavy package in. Look for a Wildcat here.
Little toss. Oh, played great and
great
brought
job
down.
There. Who was that?
That is Des Mobley. Desron
Mobley.
What a play by number 15. Let's see if we can get that replay up real quick. Here's the replay. Des just fights through the block and just brings him down. Great play by number 15 for the Blue Devils, Desron Mobley. So second and goal. 5 minutes and 45 seconds to go in this first quarter. Sorry, folks, we're not able to put the game clock on the screen for you tonight. So second and goal. Myers looks over the defense. He takes it. He's dropped back, and he's being pressured. Oh, he gets hit.
Oh, big hit. Big ball's
on the ground. It's going to be incomplete, but Marshall Teofilo just came like a missile and hit Kason Myers.
Owen Randall delivering the lick in the secondary there. Just a great job by both players.
Here's the replay. Barely got it off. So now it's third and goal. And this Blue Devil.
Big play, guys. Big play right here, David.
Blue Devil faithfuls making some noise here in Duck Sanford Stadium here in Auburn, Alabama.
Got trips to the left, single short side.
Mason's waiting. He takes the snap. He's looking. He's going to throw over there. And
he's got him.
Pass is complete to number 3.
That's Levi
Kelly. And Auburn strikes first.
Levi Kelly's his go-to receiver, leading the way, averaging 13 yards a catch so far this year. So nice job there, getting open there and on the touchdown.
I don't know if they're discussing. I don't know if there was a penalty in the end zone because he
got a flag.
He threw the ball. He spin the ball in the end zone and did some type of money thing toward Moody sideline. So I'm sure Coach Etheridge is going to give him an earful for that because that's a critical penalty. It could have been a critical penalty at a critical time, but
a dead ball foul, unsportsmanlike contact on the offense, a penalty enforced on the kickoff.
I don't know if Eric could pull that back up after this extra point. I don't know if he could see that. That was the penalty. So number 39, Joseph Daniel, is waiting on the.
Well, this Auburn offense is certainly fast-paced. I don't know about you, David, but that was quick.
Yeah, it was
quick. To keep up with.
Kick is up, and it's through the net with 5 minutes and 21 seconds to go in this first quarter. Auburn strikes first. They're up 7-0. Folks, at this time we want to take a moment to remember the First Lady of Moody, the city of Moody, Mary Lee, who passed away September 19th. of this year last week, long illness. She was a proud supporter of Moody Athletics and all Moody. She loved the 411 network, and she was able to watch a lot of athletic events on the 411 network. And in her obituary, she said instead of flowers, she would like donations to be made to the 411 network or to the 411 Kids Foundation. So we want to remember the life of Mary Lee.
Just an awesome legacy, David.
We're back here at Duck Sanford Stadium. Auburn is penalized 15 yards for an unsportsmanlike conduct. Maybe get a return here, Brett Madison.
Yeah, let's see if we can make that personal foul hurt here.
Goodness, what a kick. Aubrey Walker takes it. He's at the 15. He's at the 20. Looks at 25. And they're going to bring him down. That's actually Elijah Rutledge.
Yeah, that's Rutledge there. Looks like maybe the 22.
Yeah, it looks like Moody's going to start from the 22-yard line. So when you got a kicker like that, you got a weapon.
Yeah, you really do. Daniels is
Let's see if this Blue Devil can get a drive going. They moved the chains a couple of times, Brett Madison. So
yeah, we had some nice things going there. Like I said, we got to stay on rhythm, got to stay on time. The penalty killed us there. Sitting there with 3rd and 7, had an opportunity to convert.
Look at number 99-0 for the Tigers. That's Colin King. He's 300 pounds. Goodness.
Yeah, that's a lot of
that's a lot of beef
right in the middle.
Lowry takes a snap. He looks to throw. Pass is going to be complete to Aubrey Walker. He's going to move the chains. Picked up about 13 yards there. Good pitch and catch there from Jake to Aubrey. Here's the replay. Good protection.
Jake set up. Nice ball.
1st and 10 Blue Devils from the 34-yard line.
The offensive line's done a great job. As much as we've talked about that defensive front of Auburn, offensive line has done a great job so far tonight.
Number 99, Cornell Jackson. He's 6'3", 330. 4 minutes and 45 seconds to go in this first quarter. The Cameron Meadows takes it. He is met right in the middle. They haven't brought him down yet. The Cameron's a load to bring down. That's number 0. That was 0. Met him, Colin King, and number 46. Micah Bowersock.
5'10", 190 senior.
So lost 1 yard, so 2nd and 11. Lowry looks over the defense.
Got trips showing down trips on the short side, yeah.
Lowry takes it. Quick pass to Elijah. He keeps his balance. They're on him quick, and he push him out of bounds. Tackled by number, looks like that's Aiden Parker, linebacker. He's a 6'3", 220 senior for the Tigers. Actually, that may be Ryan Donaldson. They've got it's number 11, Aiden Parker. They've got multiple numbers on this team, and
Aubrey Walker did a great job there, kind of springing that and giving that an opportunity to be successful and picking up a couple yards.
So big 3rd down for the Blue Devils, 3rd and about 8. Let's see what they dial up here. Jake takes it. They're bringing some pressure. He's got time. He needs to look.
He's done a good job. Okay,
ball throws it away. So it's going to be 4th down, looks like.
They brought pressure up the middle. They brought pressure up the middle. Maybe
so we'll have a flag, Brett Madison.
They're going to decline the hold there.
Yeah. So I saw Colin Baker before the game, and I don't know if he is dressed out, but again, he hurt that ankle last week against Helena, and the coaches may have decided to leave him out because we're getting ready next week, Brett Madison, to start that region run.
Yeah, you don't want to put him out there with if he's questionable there. And DJ Price has done a great job all year coming in, kind of one of our first guys off the bench in the secondary. So just trying to keep him out there and keep him healthy for that run starting next week.
Yeah, Ryan McPherson's your punter for the Blue Devils. Back to return for the Tigers. I can't see his number. Good kick.
Great kick there.
Yeah,
number 4.
4. That is going to be, I believe.
Cash Reef, I believe.
Cash Reef, yeah. He's a 5'11", 180 senior for the Auburn Tigers.
The Tigers take over the
3 minutes, 19 seconds to go in this first quarter.
It's been a fast first quarter so far.
when you run the ball like that, it moves that clock.
You know, we've done some nice things so far. Like I said, we've got to stay ahead of the sticks. We can't kill ourselves with the little mistakes. I think we've definitely done some things, to build off of here. So hopefully we can get a stop, get the offense back out there.
1st and 10, Tigers from their own 16-yard line. They send the man in motion. Casey Myers takes it. He runs it.
Good job there, kind of converging in. It's like pickup of about 2 or 3.
So it's going to be about 2nd and about 7.
Tackle made by number 15, Desron Mobley.
Desron Mobley is in on that tackle for the Blue Devils.
Casey Myers, 6'2", 205. So he's got good size, and as you can see, they're not afraid to run it.
He's looking to throw. Little screen pass. They get a good block, and he's down that sideline, and he's finally run out of bounds.
By Caden Cofield.
By Cofield.
Pass complete to number 5, Antonio Welch.
That's Antonio Welch. He is a 5'11", 155 senior for the Tigers. So they move the chains. No, actually, they're going to give him 3rd down. So first 3rd and about 1.
Third and.
Yes, it's going to be 3rd and
inches.
1.
Yeah.
From where we are, we can't. Looking at the down markers on the visitor side here, it's close. He may call for a measurement.
Yeah, I think they're.
Yep, they're going to give him a first down.
First down. Yep.
So they move the chains. Again, new set of downs for the Auburn Tigers. Looks like they're about the 26-yard line, their own 26-yard line.
They're really quick, fast-paced. Like to get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick and use those short passes like the running game. Quick
little toss over there over the left. Defended very well by the Blue Devils. Looks like he's going to pick up. He's going to pick up about 3. 3 to 4.
Henry Smith leading the way there with a host of Blue Devils kind of helping clean it up.
2nd and 6. Actually, they only gave him 2, so Mason overthrows the receiver. He was open briefly, but
receiver slipped there. Number 7 kind of slipped. That's the opportunity we need. We got him 3rd and 8 here, so it's a good chance to get off the field.
Right here.
Good chance to get off the field right here. Big play.
And looks like we're about to bring the house. We're coming off the edge there, and we flush him out, but he's got running room. He's in open field. He's got speed. Casey Myers down that sideline.
Looks like he's out at about the 10-yard line. That's the danger. Yeah, that's the danger there. You bring the house and flush the quarterback. Nobody in the middle and like you said, he's got speed to burn.
He doesn't look that fast till you see him in open field, and man, he put them burners on. But we ran him down, and looks like they're going to be marked at about the 15-yard line, I believe. Nope, he's going to be at about the 11. Yeah. Takes the snap, he hands it off up the middle. Tough again,
Cam Mallory and Big Willie.
Cam Mallory, Henry Smith, Brock Willis in on that tackle. So it looks like he may have gained maybe 1 yard, if that. We need to stop here, Brett.
Yeah,
Madison.
we do. We need something good to go our way. Get a turnover here.
Myers is looking to throw. He's going to go to the end zone, and the pass is.
We got a flag,
and they're going to get us for pass interference, I believe. Another flag comes in.
Not sure where the second flag.
Coach Gaines is down there arguing the call. As we wait for
Levi Kelly target again there,
waiting on the call from the head ref.
On the play, defensive pass interference against the defense. Penalty half the distance to go. Replay 2nd down.
Happened in the end zone, so it goes half the distance to the goal. So 2nd and goal now for the Auburn Tigers. They know number 17 is a reserved Whistles blow.
Get a false start.
Not sure what. I don't think the play clock was.
Yeah, it looks like just an inadvertent
whistle. So, again, they're going to pick on number 17 for your Blue Devils tonight.
They've got a lot of options there with the receivers there. So little sweet.
Yep. Defended well.
Good job.
And he just slides in, and he's going to get in the end zone. Man, they had him. It looked like, Brett.
Just kind of had him. Look like we're stringing him out, and he just kind of stutters and finds a seam and cuts up. And
they're pushing. They push Barack, and Barack's need to keep your composure. But just like that, with 1 minute and 15 seconds to go in the first quarter, Auburn strikes again, waiting on the point after touchdown.
But we knew it was going to be a challenge. And we just got to get the ball back and, get our own score here, get down the field and just get this thing back in reach.
Miles Bailey is the holder. Snap, place, kick, and it's up.
Good.
14, Auburn 14, Moody nothing. We'll take a quick timeout. You're watching Moody Blue Devil football on the 411 Network.
Are you looking to purchase a property? We can help with that. Looking to buy land or investment property? We can help with that. Looking to list your property? We can help with that.
We are Exit Realty Crossroads, and we are here to help people buy and sell real estate in the central Alabama area. Our local and knowledgeable agents are here to help you through every step of the process. Go Blue Devils.
Welcome back in to the 411 Network. We're live here at Duck Sanford Stadium in Auburn, Alabama, where the Auburn Tigers are on top 14-0 over the Moody Blue Devils. And hope you're not having any internet issues back home, but internet was acting up before kickoff, so hopefully you're watching the game uninterrupted.
Into the end zone.
Yep, back into the end zone, so Blue Devils will start from their own 20-yard line with 1 minute 15 to go in this first quarter. We haven't crossed midfield yet, I don't believe, Brett Madison.
We've moved the ball. We've got to midfield or just shy of midfield, and we've ended up either with a negative play or a penalty. So we just got to keep sustaining, moving the sticks, sustain the drive here, and get some points on the board, get back in this ball game.
A little shift from the Moody Blue Devils here. Fakes it to LeCameron. Jake's looking to throw. Pass is complete.
Who's out there? Is that Aubrey Walker?
I believe that could be Aubrey Walker. That's Josiah Dozier
there.
Here's the replay.
Josiah's the wide receiver there.
Nice pitch and catch from Jake to Joe. Moves the chains for the Blue Devils. And they're getting ready to bring the house. Looks like we may get offsides against Auburn, and we do. So now it's going to be 1st and 5.
First row of the defense, 5 yards, still first down.
Got Colin Eatman out there as receiver. Aubrey Walker, Josiah Dozier. Cameron, as you're up back here, let's keep this momentum moving, David.
The 1st and 5 for the Blue Devils. Again, receivers go out. We have a single receiver at the top, trips at the bottom. Jake takes it. He's looking to throw. Aubrey Walker has it, just needs a block. And he didn't get it, and they're on him pretty quick.
Yeah, those DBs are doing a good job of coming up and jamming that up. That's a long throw across there. It kind of takes a little time to develop. But just takes one good block to get the seam, though.
I'm getting some text from my buddy Greg Meek saying no issues with internet so far, Eric Parsons. So a little smile on his face there from our producer, engineer. Have a score update. Shelby County and St. Clair County are all tied up at 7. Yep, got a whistle. Coach Etheridge is over there hollering something.
False start, looks like. You know, David, this is kind of another one of those untimely penalties sitting there with 2nd and 5, and now.
Yeah, now it's
2nd and 10.
Critical penalty at a critical time. Asheville's all over. Asheville's winning 21-0 currently. So 2nd and 10 for the Blue Devils. Hard count again.
Yeah.
So now it's going to be 2nd and 5. Going back and forth
Get those
here.
5 back.
Number 99 comes out quick.
Yeah, I think that's going to be one of those discussions that with 99 that you're the closest man to the ball. You know,
Coach Etheridge and his defensive staff didn't waste no time of doing the substitute. So it looks like that's going to be the end of the first quarter with Auburn on top, 14-0, and we'll take a timeout as well. You're watching Moody Blue Devil football on the 411 Network.
Football there. Football there. Football everywhere. What? How is that a flag?
He landed on him after the sack. It's roughing the passer.
Huh. Okay, what if he hit him high?
Roughing the passer.
And low?
Roughing the passer.
Well, what if he couldn't stop his body like a human, so he ends up trampling him, and then he's like, oh, no, and he tries to go back, and he tramples him some more, and he's like, I'm so sorry, I'm a buffalo. I don't know my strength compared to you.
Wait, what?
Come on, ref! Let the boys play!
As respected industry leaders, we are here.
Working hard for you.
In an effort to provide you with
excellence in sports medicine.
And excellence in sports injury prevention.
We're here for the coaches, athletic trainers and mentors
who are shaping the next generation of legends.
We are here to help keep your kids and family
safe and healthy.
We are here for you.
Aggressively pursuing
victory over injury.
Welcome back into the 411 Network here live at Duck Sanford Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. It's 2nd and 5 now for the Blue Devils.
It was a quick first quarter. Didn't quite go our way, but we got something positive working here.
Let's keep it going positive, Brett Madison. Aiden White is in motion for the Blue Devils. He gets set. Aubrey Walker. Don't tell me false start. Or timeout.
Timeout.
Yeah.
Moody. First timeout.
Yeah, something we didn't like there.
I want to give a shout out to Joe and Danny Johnson watching from Fort Walton Beach, Florida. His son Wayne told me they watch every week, got their Moody gear on, cheering on the Blue Devils, so a shout out to them. So Asheville's leading Decatur Heritage 21-0. Briarwood leads 7-0. Again, Shelby County and St. Clair County all tied up at 7.
Yeah, I've gotten the same message there. So it looks like we're sounding, everything's coming through. And Joe Gibson and Old Greeny of
Joe. I know Joe.
Told me to tell you hello.
Joe, if you're listening, I know you are. You're watching. I saw Coach Fairley earlier tonight. I was able to talk to him. He has a granddaughter going to school here. She's in the homecoming court. So good to see him. He's 78 years old and looks good as ever. He's not as mean. He's not as mean as he once was.
I think Coach Gaines saw this as a big play in the game here. With 2nd and 5, we're in a positive. Didn't see something he liked there. Thought it was a good time to call that timeout and make sure he's got the right play called.
Let's see what the Blue Devil offense has dialed up here. They do a shift. Twins at the top, twins at the bottom. Aiden goes in motion. LaCameron Meadows gets it off that left side. He's got open play. He stutter steps. He's still up. He's running over people. LaCameron Meadows. He picks up big yardage and moves the chains for a first down for the Blue. Here's the replay.
Yeah, I think
man, what a hole over there.
Got some yellow in the backfield, though, unfortunately. Well, that's just a big run, big powerful run by Meadows there. And really behind the play, the yellow came out late.
And Moody's backing up, so it's going against us.
Holding on the offense. In your village.
Man, just a momentum killer right there, Brett Madison.
Yeah, 2nd and 5. Like we're right there at that 40-yard line. Like you said, I haven't crossed the 50 yet, but things moving our way. That's big.
15.
So 2nd and 15 now for the Blue Devils. A lot of movement from the Blue Devils tonight. Looks like they're going to get us again for false start. Man, we just keep shooting ourselves in the foot here, Brett.
Yeah, it looks like, the referee ran in there. I want to go back and see here. It looks like maybe he was talking to the tailback there. I don't know if he leaned forward or what they're calling there. You see the head ref talking to him as well.
All right, Moody is penalized again, so Jake takes it, he fakes it to the camera. He's going to go deep down the sideline.
Shot.
He's going to Aubrey Walker. Oh,
there's a lot of hand fighting there. Go back and see the replay here. It looked like maybe they both had an arm bar on one another.
Here's the replay right here. Jake had plenty of time.
It's a well-placed ball.
Didn't get it. So it's going to be another third down, big third down here for the Moody Blue Devils.
Yeah, you got to take a shot, kind of
loosen them up a little bit.
Yeah, you do there. And it said Jake had a well-placed ball there, just couldn't get both hands up on that ball. A lot of hand fighting going down the sideline. But, I'm kind of good with a no call there, even though it could go either way. But as long as they call it that way all night, both ways.
Elijah Rutledge goes in motion. They're coming, and here they come. Jake's got to get rid of it.
Oh, this is just kind of a jump ball here.
Yep, and the pass is intercepted.
It's Aubrey Walker.
Looks like Josiah had slipped a little bit. As you hear our fans sitting beside us here getting very vocal with that call, so.
Yeah, they flush Jake to the left, kind of throw him back to the right. That's it's always kind of dangerous going back across the field. A lot of traffic down there. Receiver slips and turn the ball over there.
Getting a little vocal here with our fans, so we apologize for any language you may have heard during that. So, new set of downs for the Tigers off that turnover. Myers takes it. Pass is complete.
Screen there.
He's got a lot of running room. And he goes out of bounds. Pass is complete.
Yeah, that's
to
Joshua
number
Askew.
Yep.
Yeah, he's, as we've seen all night, he's one of his favorite targets. And
push out of bounds by number 5, Kylan Baker. First down.
Looks like Kylan Baker's back in the ball game tonight. So Tigers move the chains. 11 minutes and 5 seconds to go in this first half. Myers got plenty of time. He's hit as he throws.
Knocked down. He had a guy running free. Nice job of getting our hands up there. Very fortunate there. He had a guy behind all the Blue Devils there.
Second and 10 now for the Tigers.
Changing the play.
Yeah, looks like Auburn is changing their play. About to get delay a game. And it looks like Auburn's going to get a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. You're watching Moody Blue Devil football on the 411 Network.
As a superintendent, anytime you're designing and building new facilities, they're thinking about how do we make sure that that school can function not only for today, but in 25 years to 50 years.
I do know about running a school system, but I did not know a whole lot about construction. So Scout, just having them on board is just tremendous.
Jay and Sloan both make you feel like you're part of the project and you're not an outsider. There would be no way that I would go into a project without them.
Welcome back in to the 411 Network. Auburn off that turnover has a drive going here. We do have a score update. Fayetteville 14, Raglan nothing. Trustful 14, Pinson Valley nothing. We'll try to give you all the scores tonight from our 10 game picks we had earlier during pregame.
Yeah, we got to do a good job of staying with the receivers. Brock looks like he may be spying Myers there, so we've got to keep him in the pocket.
Myers takes the ball. And had a man
Good
wide
job.
open.
He had a guy open, but kind of, off balance, inaccurate throw. Brock Willis kind of breathing down his throat there. So,
he heard number 7 coming, so he had to get rid of it quick. So big 3rd and 15. Excuse me, 3rd and 10 now.
3rd and 10. Yeah, this is a big play here. We got him, got him in the position we want him in. So 3rd and long. See if we can get off the field.
As the Moody faithful gets loud over here. Carson Myers waits for the snap. He takes it. He's being pressured, and he's got open field now. And he falls down. I don't think he's going to get it. I can't see the other marker, and it's going to be 4th down.
He's going to be short, maybe 3 yards short.
Let's see what Coach Etzers does here. So he may gamble. He has a field goal kicker. Looks like he's going to. They're going to stay with it, so it's going to be 4th and 2. They bring it in their heavy package.
Yeah, this is an area of the field. They're confident in their guys. So big play here for the Moody Devil defense.
Jason Myers had a lot of running room that last play.
He did.
Oh, he had
Myers
him.
up the middle. He's loose.
Casey Myers right up the middle for the Auburn touchdown. He made that look easy, Brett Madison.
Yeah, he did. Once he got past the initial line of scrimmage, really no one there in the secondary to. Everybody's crowding the box there at 4th and 2, and they get that initial break, get past that initial line. There's really nobody there in the secondary and slow him down.
I thought we had him there bottled up briefly, but man, he can find that little seam and he hits it hard and takes it in for the Auburn touchdown. Kick is up and good with 10 minutes and 2 seconds left in this first half. It's Auburn 21, your Moody Blue Devils nothing. We'll take a quick timeout. You're watching Moody Blue Devil football on the 411 Network.
Life insurance that meets your needs now for when they need it most. With help from your State Farm agent.
Call State Farm agent Bart Perry in Pell City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Get a quote today.
Hey, I'm Grayson, and this is my sister, Mary Virginia. We're part of something special called the Honey Huddle. Look at Mary Virginia. She just earned her first B badge by joining the Honey Huddle. And me? Well, I'm cashing in big with the All A's paydays. For every A, Our Trust puts money in my savings. We've joined a local family we can go to as we grow up, save for cars and college, and whatever happens after that. Let's make saving money a blast together. See you in the Honey Huddle.
Welcome back into the 411 Network here live at Duck Sanford Stadium in Auburn, Alabama.
Got Dozier and Walker deep.
That was going to go out of the end zone, so Blue Devils will start from their own 20-yard line. Again, some positives on offense, just shooting ourselves in the foot at critical times, Brett Madison, but we just got to get a good drive here going, one play at a time, and see if we can get on the board.
Yeah, exactly right. You get 2 positive plays, then get 1 negative play. Just we've got to string a series of plays together and limit the mistakes.
A lot of movement again from the Blue Devils. Aubrey Walker moves over. Jake takes the snap. He fakes it. He's looking. He's got Aubrey Walker, but he finds Josiah Dozier right at nice 10-yard gain there. He moves the chains, maybe 11.
Yeah, Rutledge kind of flashed open there for a minute. I think Jake saw him, but, closes up pretty quick, and he takes a nice 10-yard gain underneath.
So 1st and 10, your Moody Blue Devils move the chains. Looks like they're having some issues with the chain gang down there. Actually, they're going to give him 9 yards. So it's going to be second and 1.
Short.
Or second and half a yard. Let's call it second and 1 for the Blue Devils. Got their heavy package in.
You got Max Abrams.
Caleb Ragsdale moves over in motion. LaCameron Meadows finds a little stutter step. He breaks one tackle. But they had a hold of his shirt, but he's going to move the chains officially now, pick up that first down.
Yeah, I thought we might see the old tearaway jerseys there for a minute, but
he had a lot of room in front of him if he could have got through that tackle.
But that's a big first down. We just got to keep stringing those together.
Man, number 99 and 0 are some big football players for Auburn High School.
Yeah, we're doing a good job of holding our own though.
The Cameron Meadows, they meet him in the background, in the backfield.
Oh,
he's going to lose a lot of yardage.
Yeah, that's one of those where you just want to.
You just got to fall down.
You got to take your medicine there and try to limit the.
He's looking to make a play, but that's a negative yardage, a lot of yardage lost there. So it's going to be second.
Yeah, the Auburn defense slanting it right into that run, just had it played perfectly.
So it'll be second and 29 now with 8 minutes and 48 seconds to go in this first half.
Wow, that's a big play.
Well, you just see the speed that Auburn Tigers have.
Yeah, you make one miss, two miss, they just keep coming.
Jake Lowry looks, fires it over to Josiah Dozier, trying to make a play.
It's a good play there.
He picks up good positive yardage. It's going to be third and about.
Yeah, third and about 19.
Third and 17 officially.
Don't have a lot of plays for third and 17.
No, maybe a little screen. Jake Lowry looking to throw. He's going to go down that sideline. He overthrows Josiah Dozier.
Number 2, Jake Lowry's pass intended to number 1, Josiah Dozier.
Pass is incomplete, so
Auburn
to do here but the punt.
Yeah.
Set the punt, number 39, Ryan McPherson.
Brian Collins is in good position there in coverage. Safety over the top.
See if we can get a good punt here.
I think they're playing the return.
It looks like
kind of off the side of the foot.
And not a good punt from McPherson.
I think I'll mark it out. 4-6.
And we got a penalty, so I don't know if there was some jawing back and forth.
There's a flag.
But he threw it late as some players were running off the side of the field, so I don't know if somebody said something to somebody, but
they'd already kind of disengaged, so
waiting on the official call from the head referee. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Auburn. So they'll be penalized 15 yards.
15.
Push and shove after the whistle.
They said there was some pushing and shoving after the whistle, so I'm sure Coach Etheridge will address that.
Yeah, you're going to get the ball at midfield and kind of back it up there. Even up 21-0. Coach Etheridge is those little things right there that'll come back and haunt you in a close game. So I'm sure he'll have those discussions at halftime.
I also want to take this time to wish my oldest child a happy birthday. She turned 37 on Wednesday.
Wow.
So
happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, Haley. Love you, kiddo. Hope you had a great day. All right, 1st and 10 for the Auburn Tigers. Or 1st and 10. Little short pass over to number 4. Man, he's got some speed. That's number 4 for the Tigers. That is Cash Reef.
Cash Reef. Myers is just kind of the read option there. He pulls it, a lot of running room there for Reef.
Tackle made by number
He
2,
picked up
first down.
big yardage and moved the chains for the Tigers, so we really need to get a stop here, Brett Madison.
Yeah, defense has been on the field a lot.
Myers has dropped back. He's got time. He's going deep. He's got a man down. Oh, I thought Colin Baker had a play on it.
Yeah, we just didn't quite find the ball. Did get a hand there at the end, but yeah, in a position there to maybe turn around.
He doesn't look. Colin doesn't look 100%, so he's running off the sideline. So I don't know if he just said I can't. You know that ankle's not 100%. So we're going to need him down the stretch. So 2nd and 10 for the Tigers.
DJ Price on the far side. That's Huff up the middle.
Yep, Cameron Mallory. And on the tackle, so he.
That's a good
Cam
stop
Mallory
there.
right
Yeah.
Tackle made by number 24, Cam Mallory.
So big 3rd down here. Let's see what.
Yeah, it's a big play right here. We got him where we want him. See if we can get off the field.
Myers takes the snap. He drops back, got a guy wide open.
Yeah, he does.
He stutter steps. He misses one guy. He can't get away from the second, so he moves the chains again. Owen Randall in on the tackle for the Blue Devils.
Joshua Askew again there. He's not a big guy by any means, but certainly capable.
Looks like St. Clair County's taking the lead over Shelby County, 14-7. 6 minutes and 37 seconds to go in this first half, and Auburn is on the move again. Myers looks back to throw. He's going to go deep. He's got a guy over the miscommunication there.
Yeah, it looked like a double move, and the receiver was read it outside. Myers read it inside.
Casey Myers pass incomplete. 2nd down.
Second and 10. Coach Gaines is talking to the ref side judge right there. Myers has slipped.
Mobley did a good job there. Cam Mallory. We did a better job there. You know, Myers has kind of taken advantage of us a few times of getting too far upfield and cutting back, and did a good job of breaking down and kind of limiting that.
That side judge is really, really warning our coaches about a sideline warning. So Coach Gaines is upset about something over there.
Yeah, I think we're supposed to be in the blue.
The big 3rd down. Myers looks over the sideline and looks like Coach Etheridge is going to take a timeout here with 5 minutes and 48 seconds left in this first half. We're going to take a quick timeout. You're watching Moody Blue Devil football on the 411 Network.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for 2.
That's got a rhyme.
Well, how about munching on pick 6, my mouth going yap, yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap, flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99.
Play hard, play to win. But when sports injuries occur, you can rely on Encore. Our professional team treats all types of sports-related injuries for athletes of all ages. Our licensed therapists work closely with the patient, your family, and physician to get you back into action quickly and safely. At Encore, we love to see you move. Log on to EncoreRehab.com for a location near you.
Welcome back into the 411 Network here live at Duck Sanford Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. Big 3rd down here for the Moody Blue Devil defense. Coach Gaines is still directing his defensive line. The head referee's over there talking to Coach Etheridge about something, so.
I don't know if it's a game clock, you know.
25-second game clock. So it goes to 40 and 25. So I think after each play it's 40 seconds, but then after a timeout I believe it goes to 25. All right, let's see what this Blue Devil defense, this black shirt defense can do. Myers takes it. He's being oh my goodness! There's the man right there. Oh my goodness! There is a man.
Hello.
Cam Mallory. Look at this replay.
Wow, just comes.
Oh, hello. Wow, that's got this crowd pumped up and the players on the sideline pumped up.
Nice to
man,
meet you, Cam Mallory.
Man.
Wow.
West Virginia just got better, Brett Madison.
Wow, they got a special young man, athlete, obviously. I don't think I want to be that close to Cam Mallory face to face.
High kick. Josiah's going to let it go. Let it go in the end zone, and it does.
Well, that's
Blue
a big
Devils,
stand.
yeah,
That's some positive
needed that.
stuff. Yeah, needed some positive things to
you
happen.
can build off that.
That's right.
Now it's up to the offense to get something going. I mean, that was just – we needed a big play, and big-time players make big-time plays, and he just proved that's true.
Yeah, 15's kind of sat back there and had his way with us all night. I think, we'll get a little more of that. We'll be all right, David.
Kevin James has entered the ball game as a running back. See if they can get something going with him. They fake it to him. Oh, pass is intercepted by number 11. He's going in the end zone.
Yeah, that
just like that. That's linebacker Aiden Parker. He's a 6'3", 220 senior for the Auburn Tigers, and, man, that is a momentum killer.
Yeah, that's just a read option there, and he steps right in front of the lane and saw it coming all the way.
Wow.
Number 11, Aiden Parker, on the big six for the Tigers.
As we wait for the point after touchdown. Oh. And they're going to get us for passing.
Uncatchable.
Going for 2.
Not really sure why you want to put that on. Maybe you put that on film for later on at this point of the game.
I don't know, but they're going to get it on Moody. Moves the ball up a couple of inches, I believe, half the distance. Waiting on the snap, the place, the kick. It's good with 4 minutes and 58 seconds to go in this first half. It's Auburn 28, Moody 0. We're going to stay here with it, but Brett Madison, we had a great play.
Yeah, get the stop there, get the ball back. 5 minutes left, score before halftime, but get some positive stuff going there. Just one play later. How quickly things can change.
Yeah.
Momentum back and forth. So just a good play there by the linebacker. He read it all the way and took it in there for 6.
Jake Lowry's going to get better. I know people are looking at the INTs. Some of them are his fault. Some of them is just defensive players making, like you said, making plays. But you know what? Jake's going to keep getting better each game, and they're going to work with him and make him better. So,
yeah, he's going to be just fine.
It's good for Monday morning quarterbacks to talk about it. But
certainly.
Another deep kick, and it will go out of the end zone. The Cameron Meadows just took out number 5. I don't know if that's Carter Chambly or Antonio Welch, but man, there was a collision there, and they somebody's going to be sore. But I think it's going to be on the Auburn's defender there. All right, let's see what Jake Lowry looks over the sideline with his play. We need to get a drive going here. We'd like to get points on the board before half. Little shift from Moody offensive line. Had Elijah wide open, underthrows it a little bit, and they ruling it incomplete.
Yeah, I think they hit the turf there.
And he was wide open and with some running room.
Just didn't quite get his feet up underneath him there on the run. Ball comes up a little bit short.
4 minutes, 52 seconds to go in this first half.
like you said, need to get something positive working here before halftime.
Hard count from Jake. Almost drew him off sides. Elijah goes in motion. Jake takes it. LaCamera Meadows gets it. Looks for a little running room. Looking for a block. He finds a little open seam right there. LaCamera Meadows picks up some positive yards.
Max Myers pulling there did a good job of picking up that block and giving him a chance to cut back and spring that for a nice gain.
Tackle made by number 18, Ramford Hoffer. It's third down.
Yeah, 3rd and 3 here. This is manageable.
Want to give a shout out to Halloween Worthington, 99 years old. Brett Madison watching the 411 Network. That's Logan Mason Hall and Zane Smith's great grandmother. Miss Worthington, thank you for watching the 411 Network.
Awesome.
The Camera Meadows up the middle, taking some players with him, and he's going to pick up that first down. So now you got 4 minutes and 4 seconds to go in this first half. Auburn has a player slowly getting up.
Getting the message here. It looks like Mr. Don Crow played for Mr. Bobby Fairley as well in 1969. He was assistant coach under Gary Pate. I think that would have probably been at either Moody Junior High or St. Clair.
Maybe Leeds, if I'm not mistaken. Jake Wake's on the snap. He takes it. The Camera Meadows looking for a little running room right up that.
I think that's Kevin James there.
Is that Kevin James off the left side?
Looks like he may have picked up a couple.
Correction off the right side. He picks up maybe 3 to 4. Looks like officially 3, so 2nd and 7 now for the Blue Devils as that clock keeps running. Looks like Fayetteville's all over Ragland right now, 28-6.
We're trying to break that streak, David.
Yep. Twins at the top, a single receiver at the bottom.
Yeah, it's an important play here to get some positive.
Jake takes it. He's rolling. He's looking. Receiver fell down.
Yeah,
they kind of collided.
Had something maybe working there and kind of fell down, had to throw it away.
Coaches are asking why was that not pass interference, but Jake is asking him why was it not pass interference. I don't think he's going to win that argument.
No, he's getting an explanation, though, which is what you want.
So 3rd and 7. Need to keep that ball out of Auburn's hands because they are hot right now.
Yeah, we need to pick this first down up here, dude.
Kevin James.
That's kind of number 27 there, just ran that down from behind.
Number 8, Kevin James on the carry.
Had a little running room there, but the K-Train going to be short of the first down, so looks like
number 27. I don't have him on the roster there, but he did a good job of working down the line from the backside and just ran that play down.
4th and 4. I don't know if this is a gamble right here. Looks like they may let that clock run down.
Try the hard count.
Yeah, I think they're going to call a timeout. Yep, with 2 minutes and 3 seconds to go in this first half. Moody will take a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. You're watching Moody Blue Devil football on the 411 Network.
What do you dream of? Maybe you want to start your own business, buy your weekly cup of coffee, or to just be able to afford your favorite fruit at the grocery store. We're here to help. Alitrust isn't your average bank. We are a non-profit credit union staffed by Alabama locals and owned by you, our members. Because here, it's not just about banking. It's about having the financial help to live your life the way you want.
Welcome back into the 411 Network. Stay with us. At the end of this quarter, as we have Ashlyn Cook get some comments from Coach Jake Gaines, his thoughts on this first half. Brother Willie is out doing a wedding this weekend, so we miss him. But Ashlyn's stepping in to do some interviewing tonight.
Like you said, 4th and 4 here.
So Briarwood 20 leads 14. Not sure what quarter that is. I'm sure it's in the second. So it looks like Moody's going to roll the dice here and go for it.
And like you said, it dangerous on this side of the field, but down 28-0. We need something positive working here.
We do. Let's see what they dial up. Oh, he had him too.
Kind of just a little high there.
He had him over the middle, and he would have ran for a long time.
Yeah, that play was there,
Here's the replay. They're showing it up on the Jumbotron there.
Auburn takes over on down.
Yeah, that's a tough play.
Here we go here. You can see he had him just
too high.
Just a little. The play was there. Good call from our offensive staff, but you got to execute. So now the defense is back out on that field. Let's see if they can keep them out of the end zone with 1:59 to go in this first half.
Yeah, I don't know the time of possession, David, but it's not went our way this first half. This should be a hold right there on running back. Did not see the flag. I don't hit ref here. We'll see the replay.
That's Joshua Askew again. That's considered here's the replay right here.
Watch here, the running back hooks Jagger Ludoff, just kind of missed that one. Not kind of.
It looks like he gained 9 yards. Myers with the ball. He throws it to Askew again, looking for a little running room. Man, he's shifty.
Ludoff comes up, makes a stop.
Pass complete to number 7, Joshua Askew.
Or it could be a time. There's a flag, so could be a face mask or blocking the back. I don't know. Wait on the official call here. Illegal shift against the Tigers. So I believe that's maybe a 5-yard penalty.
Back them up, 2nd and 7.
Illegal shift on the Tigers.
A minute 22 to go in the first half. So 2nd and 6 now for the Tigers. Ball on the Moody 33-yard line. Myers takes it. He's looking to throw. He's got room, and he's going to run.
I think he may have crossed the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he had to throw there. He had to throw.
Myers pass.
I don't see that he did.
Don't see a flag.
It looked like from here he was across the line of scrimmage.
Like he was 30-yard line from where they just set the ball back.
Well, our coaches are not upset about it, so from our angle.
Maybe we missed something.
So big 3rd and 6 now for the Moody Blue Devil defense as Myers drops back.
Ball's up, incomplete.
Incomplete, so it's going to stop the clock with 59 seconds to go. So they have a great kicker, so I'm assuming he's going to try. So it'll be
what would be about a 50-yarder.
Yeah, it looks like a 50-yarder. 51 officially.
Yeah, it looks like he's running the offense out there.
So 4th and 6 now.
Kind of looking for the dagger here, David.
Yep. Myers takes it. He's got time. He's being pressured. Pass is complete, and I think he's going to get it. His helmet comes off, but he's going to pick up the first down. Looks like we ripped his helmet off.
Yeah, Joshua Askew there did a great job of running that route the proper depth to get the first down. Got 2 yards past the sticks, turned around, showed him his numbers, and Myers put it on him.
Halftime it leads. Briarwood leads 20-14. Myers takes the snap. There it comes. There's that little screen. We read it pretty well.
Did a good job there. Marshall Tilafilo.
Whistle blows.
Brock Willis did a good job there reading that early.
Timeout for Moody. Timeout Auburn. Looks like they have one each. 28 seconds to go in this first half, and really has not gone the Blue Devils' way.
Yeah, really, it's been all Auburn. You know, offensively, they've been able to kind of do what they wanted to all night. Kept our defense on the field. So we definitely have some positive things on offense to build on. We've got to string those together.
Yeah.
Like I said, limit the mistakes, limit the turnovers.
Some positives, but more negatives right now because we get something good going and get a penalty or a turnover. But that one turnover, Josiah fell down. In the stat book, they don't say Josiah fell down. It's still going to go against Jake. But
no, you're right. That doesn't show up in the stat book.
They got second down and 10.
Second 10.
Down marker said second, and the scoreboard says first, so. Myers takes the snap. He's being pushed by Henry Smith. Pass is complete to number 4, Cash Reef. He's their old reliable and their hurry-up offense. The clock, I don't think the clock ever stopped. I mean, never started.
Never saw it start. They spiked it to stop the clock.
But it never started.
Right.
It never started. It was 28 before it started.
Yeah, and Coach Gaines is letting them know that. So he at least 10 to 15 seconds went off that clock, I would think. Coach Gaines wants an explanation why that clock didn't start. They ran a play, and it looks like they're not going to change it.
It looks. I'm not sure what the refs are seeing there.
Myers takes a snap. Pass is complete.
The clock is still not running.
And the clock still hasn't.
It's still not running.
Yeah, so the clock is malfunctioned. Now, maybe they're keeping it on the field. I don't know, but we don't know what's going on. So it's still showing 28 seconds on the scoreboard. So they may be keeping it on the field. Coach Gaines is talking to the ref about it. Hadn't moved again. An extra point is no good. Wow.
Pulled that left. I keep watching, the kicking into the darkness here. I'm wondering who's catching balls on the other end of the field house there.
So they haven't. Something's wrong with their scoreboard because they're still showing 34. We're showing 34. They're showing 28. So there is a malfunction.
In the first half, Auburn 35, Moody 0.
Yeah, he announced 35.
Remaining in the first half, Auburn 35, Moody 0.
I think it should be 34-0. So 28 seconds still showing on the game clock. So he's trying to get an explanation why it didn't start. And maybe they're keeping it on the field. He's saying, look, it still hasn't.
Yeah, I think the PA announcer there, announced 10 seconds left in the game, so they must be keeping it on the field.
But we didn't hear an announcement. Usually they give an announcement from – it looks like the Jumbotron here is malfunctioned. So, again, we got about 10 seconds, it looks like. So stay with us at halftime as we get Ashlyn Cook to talk to Coach Gaines, get some of his thoughts. Probably not some good thoughts here in this first half for the Moody Blue Devils, Brett.
Yeah, like I said, not much has went our way. Coach Gaines will find the positives and obviously try to build off of those.
And that one goes in the end zone, so Moody will start from their old 20-yard line, well, I guess with about 10 seconds.
Goes in the end zone for a touchback.
Maybe we'll get Ashlyn to ask him about the game clock situation malfunctioning, but first need to get his thoughts about his play of the Blue Devils and adjustments that need to be made in the second half. So 1st and 10, Moody. Quick pass over to Elijah Rutledge, and he's got a little running room down that sideline.
Yeah, he picks up about 8 or 9 on first down there. It's a good positive play.
Again, I don't know how much time.
I don't know. We're in perpetual 28
they're gonna
seconds.
They're going to have to reset that scoreboard.
That's the end of the first half.
Well, that's going to do it right there. So Moody down 34-0 against.
At the end of the first half, Auburn 35, Moody 0.
Actually 34-0. We'll see. We'll get some comments from head football coach Jake Gaines. Let's take it down to Ashlyn Cook.
Coach Gaines, a lot of penalties here in the first half as your team tries to find their rhythm. What adjustments need to be made going into the second half?
Yeah, I mean, we just got to make plays. I feel like the first half was obviously they're a really good team. They're number 5 and 7A for a reason, but a lot of self-inflicted things, especially offensively. I felt like we've moved the ball a little bit, but penalties, like you said, set us back. The turnovers, kill you, getting a big stop on defense and then throwing pick 6 next play. It's tough. So we just got to come out and keep fighting. We've unfortunately been in this exact situation before. So we just got to come out and fight and understand what's at stake. And it's not about the record; it's about who we are and what we believe in and what we stand for. So we just got to come out and fight.
Thank you, Coach Gaines. Good luck in the second half.
All right, thank you, Ashlyn. Good job interviewing Coach Gaines. So you heard Coach Gaines' thoughts. So enjoy halftime here with the Moody Blue Devils marching band and then the Auburn Tigers marching band.
Devil Band will perform their play an uprising by Hughes. Alexa McCain is your band head. Ladies and gentlemen, the Moody High School Blue Devils Marching Band.
The law firm of Hill, Gossett, Kemp, Barentine, and C welcomes retired Circuit Judge Phil C. to our 7-member legal team. Since 1985, we've served clients with experienced attorneys, including retired Judge Jim Hill, Matt Gossett, Joe Kemp, Kyle Barentine, Shelley Rawlings, and Kirk Walker, focusing on civil litigation, personal injury, domestic relations, criminal law, real estate, probate and estate planning, corporate law, and mediation. With offices in Moody and Pell City, call 205-640-2000. A firm large enough for all your legal needs, but small enough to know your name.
Kelsey, what up?
I think I messed up, Hank. I don't think I can walk away from football.
Say less. I got you. Jason Daniel Kelsey, welcome back to football.
This is a Buffalo Wild Wings.
Exactly. Where you watch all the games while stuffing your face with, like, the greatest wings.
So good.
And all the beer.
There we go. Let's go.
See? B-Dubs is football.
It's football.
It's football. Let's go.
Let me see if I can.
You think this is just a gray metal box, right? Let's get a little closer. Closer. Yeah, Manor brand air conditioners are designed, engineered, and assembled in the USA. You think this is just a gray metal box, right? Let's get a little closer. Closer. Manor brand gas furnaces are designed, engineered, and assembled in the USA. So this baby is true red, white, and blue.
Pick 6 for $19.99 is the perfect meal for 2.
I can't believe we're on a date.
Oh, I'm just here for pick 6.
Imagine what our kids would look like.
I don't want to have kids with you.
6 kids.
6?
Pick 6.
Wait, could we eat here every meal?
Yes.
All right, I'm down. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99.
Play hard, play to win. But when sports injuries occur, you can rely on Encore. Our professional team treats all types of sports-related injuries for athletes of all ages. Our licensed therapists work closely with the patient, your family, and physician to get you back into action quickly and safely. At Encore, we love to see you move. Log on to EncoreRehab.com for a location near you.
Are you looking to purchase a property? We can help with that. Looking to buy land or investment property? We can help with that. Looking to list your property? We can help with that.
We are Exit Realty Crossroads, and we are here to help people buy and sell real estate in the central Alabama area. Our local and knowledgeable agents are here to help you through every step of the process. Go Blue Devils!
Football there. Football there. Football everywhere! What? How is that a flag?
He landed on him after the sack. That's roughing the passer.
Huh. Okay, what if he hit him high?
Roughing the passer.
And low?
Roughing the passer.
Well, what if he couldn't stop his body like a human, so he ends up trampling him, and then he's like, oh no, and he tries to go back, and he tramples him some more, and he's like, I'm so sorry, I'm a buffalo. I don't know my strength compared to you.
Wait, what?
Come on, ref! Let the boys play!
As respected industry leaders, we are here.
Working hard for you.
In an effort to provide you with
Excellence in sports medicine.
And excellence in sports injury prevention.
We're here for the coaches, athletic trainers and mentors
who are shaping the next generation of legends.
We are here to help keep your kids and family
safe and healthy.
We are here for you.
Aggressively pursuing
victory over injury.
As a superintendent, anytime you're designing and building new facilities, they're thinking about how do we make sure that that school can function not only for today, but in 25 years to 50 years.
I do know about running a school system, but I did not know a whole lot about construction. So Scout, just having them on board is just tremendous.
Jay and Sloan both make you feel like you're part of the project and you're not an outsider. There would be no way that I would go into a project without them.
Life insurance that meets your needs now for when they need it most. With help from your State Farm agent.
Call State Farm agent Bart Perry in Pell City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Get a quote today.
Hey, I'm Grayson, and this is my sister Mary Virginia. We're part of something special called the Honey Huddle. Look at Mary Virginia. She just earned her first B badge by joining the Honey Huddle. And me? Well, I'm cashing in big with the All A's paydays. For every A, AlTrust puts money in my savings. We've joined a local family we can go to as we grow up, save for cars and college, and whatever happens after that. Let's make saving money a blast together. See you in the Honey Huddle.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for two.
That's gotta rhyme.
Well, how about munching on Pick 6, my mouth going yap, yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap, flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap, rap. Pick 6 meal for two for $19.99.
What do you dream of? Maybe you want to start your own business, buy your weekly cup of coffee, or to just be able to afford your favorite fruit at the grocery store. We're here to help. AlTrust isn't your average bank. We are a non-profit credit union staffed by Alabama locals and owned by you, our members. Because here, it's not just about banking. It's about having the financial help to live your life the way you want.
The law firm of Hill, Gossett, Kemp, Barentine & C welcomes retired Circuit Judge Phil C. to our 7-member legal team. Since 1985, we've served clients with experienced attorneys, including retired Judge Jim Hill, Matt Gossett, Joe Kemp, Kyle Barentine, Shelley Rawlings, and Kirk Walker, focusing on civil litigation, personal injury, domestic relations, criminal law, real estate, probate and estate planning, corporate law, and mediation. With offices in Moody and Pell City, call 205-640-2000, a firm large enough for all your legal needs but small enough to know your name.
Kelsey, what up?
I think I messed up, Hank. I don't think I can walk away from football.
Say less. I got you. Jason Daniel Kelsey, welcome back to football.
This is a Buffalo Wild Wings.
Exactly. Where you watch all the games while stuffing your face with, like, the greatest wings.
So good.
And all the beer.
There we go. Let's go.
See? B-Dubs is football.
It's football.
It's football. Let's go, sports ball.
You think this is just a gray metal box, right? Let's get a little closer. Closer. Yeah, Manor brand air conditioners are designed, engineered, and assembled in the USA. You think this is just a gray metal box, right? Let's get a little closer. Closer. Manor brand gas furnaces are designed, engineered, and assembled in the USA. So this baby is true red, white, and blue.
Pick 6 for $19.99 is the perfect meal for two.
I can't believe we're on a date.
Oh, I'm just here for Pick 6.
Imagine what our kids would look like.
I don't want to have kids with you.
6 kids.
6!
Pick 6!
Wait, could we eat here every meal?
Yes.
All right, I'm down. Pick 6 meal for two for $19.99.
Play hard, play to win. But when sports injuries occur, you can rely on Encore. Our professional team treats all types of sports-related injuries for athletes of all ages. Our licensed therapists work closely with the patient, your family, and physician to get you back into action quickly and safely. At Encore, we love to see you move. Log on to EncoreRehab.com for a location near you.
Are you looking to purchase a property? We can help with that. Looking to buy land or investment property? We can help with that. Looking to list your property? We can help with that.
We are Exit Realty Crossroads, and we are here to help people buy and sell real estate in the central Alabama area. Our local and knowledgeable agents are here to help you through every step of the process.
Go Blue Devils.
Football there. Football there. Football everywhere! What? How is that a flag?
He landed on him after the sack. That's roughing the passer.
Huh. Okay, what if he hit him high?
Roughing the passer.
And low?
Roughing the passer.
Well, what if he couldn't stop his body like a human, so he ends up trampling him, and then he's like, oh no, and he tries to go back, and he tramples him some more, and he's like, I'm so sorry, I'm a buffalo. I don't know my strength compared to you.
Wait, what?
Come on, ref! Let the boys play!
As respected industry leaders, we are here.
Working hard for you.
In an effort to provide you with
Excellence in sports medicine.
And excellence in sports injury prevention.
We're here for the coaches,
Athletic trainers and mentors.
Who are shaping the next generation of legends.
We are here to help keep your kids and family
Safe and healthy.
We are here for you.
Aggressively pursuing
victory over injury.
As a superintendent, anytime you're designing and building new facilities, they're thinking about how do we make sure that that school can function not only for today, but in 25 years to 50 years.
I do know about running a school system, but I did not know a whole lot about construction. So Scout, just having them on board is just tremendous.
Jay and Sloan both make you feel like you're part of the project and you're not an outsider. There would be no way that I would go into a project without them.
Life insurance that meets your needs now for when they need it most. With help from your State Farm agent.
Call State Farm agent Bart Perry in Pell City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Get a quote today.
Hey, I'm Grayson, and this is my sister Mary Virginia. We're part of something special called the Honey Huddle. Look at Mary Virginia. She just earned her first B badge by joining the Honey Huddle. And me? Well, I'm cashing in big with the All A's paydays. For every A, Our Trust puts money in my savings. We've joined a local family we can go to as we grow up, save for cars and college, and whatever happens after that. Let's make saving money a blast together. See you in the Honey Huddle.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for two.
That's got a rhyme.
Well, how about munching on Pick 6, my mouth going yap, yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap, flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap. Pick 6 meal for two for $19.
Welcome back into the 411 Network here live at Duck Sanford Stadium here in Auburn, Alabama. Got some scoring updates here. Fayetteville all over Ragland, 34-6 at halftime. Hewitt-Trussville 28, Pinson 0 at halftime. Corner and Jacksonville into a defensive game. Brett Madison 3-0. Corner leads in the third. St. Clair County 21, Shelby County 7. They're playing in the second. Asheville 41, Decatur 3 at halftime. Briarwood 20 leads 14 at halftime. You got to watch that one right there.
That's going to be a tight game.
That could be a tight game there. Chelsea 14, Paul Bryant 0 in the second. So scored updates here. So again, not a good first half for your Blue Devils. Brett Madison, Auburn, they're 7A power, and you could tell that. A lot of players on that sideline, and Coach Etheridge has built this program up. It was in good hands when he took it over, and he's just kept it going.
Yeah, we knew the challenge was going to be, great tonight. But, right now, the second half, you're coming out, as Coach kind of alluded to before halftime, is you're playing for the name on the front of the jersey. Now it's about pride and learning and getting better. So I expect our guys to respond, and hopefully we get some things going here in the second half and give ourselves an opportunity.
Wonder what Coach Gaines said to him at halftime. Like we were talking about, it's that pride thing, and it's going to be interesting to see. Auburn's going to get the kickoff. What kind of adjustments we made? We had opportunities, did not cash in on them, but defensively, we got to get off that field on third down, and their quarterback's just an amazing player.
We've had them in third and long.
Advertised.
Yeah, we've had them in third and long on several occasions, and they've been able to move the stick. So, the offense runs through Myers, and he's done a great job tonight, either with his arm or his leg. So, tough competitor, and we got to find a way to get him on the ground.
Talking about Auburn High School roster, usually you can print their roster, put team's roster out on one page, Brett, but I had to do two this week. So
Yeah, with all the double numbers, I'm thinking we're in the 130s, 140s.
Yeah, that's very, very. You have to go and watch film to circle the highlight in bold. Usually, I put them in bold, which on the double numbers, which one is going to get most of the action. But, when they allowed that to happen, offensive, defense, you used to never see that, the double numbers. I can remember back in the 90s maybe with Texas, they had a guy that wore 10. The quarterback was 10 and the linebacker was 10.
Yeah.
And I think one time I called into a radio show going, hey, is that what's the deal with that? And they said, as long as they're
not on the field at the same time,
you can do it,
right.
So now you got kids that are going to schools, they got a favorite number and they want that number that they had in high school. So if it's already taken, if they're on the defensive side or offensive side, usually that's how they get it. So
yeah, like you said, with this size school, Auburn, Moody's very few, if any, going both ways. So yeah, you got the opportunity there to have the double numbers and just let it happen and get a penalty due to being out there at the same time.
Looks like the scoreboard is fixed now, so it's 34-0 here in the third quarter as Moody gets ready to kick off. Ryan McPherson. We got to get something going positive here and get some points on the board to get a 3 and out.
Yeah, get a 3 and out, get something working, something to build on. A turnover would be great.
Deep kick, and that will go in the end zone.
Good kick, McPherson.
So Auburn will start from their own 20-yard line.
I know last week McPherson was 6 for 6 on touchbacks, 4 for 4 on PATs, and 1 for 1 with the field goal. Obviously, they're the difference in the game. So just a great weapon there, McPherson is, and putting that one in the end zone as well.
Just got a score update with the Corner Jacksonville game. Corner leading 9-0 now in the third. All right, here we go. Let's see what the defense comes out in this third quarter. Kason Myers is your quarterback for the Tigers. He takes the snap. Looks like they're going to stick with the running game. He runs into a couple of Blue Devils.
Yeah, not a lot there. Good job there stuffing that early.
That's their running back, Jalen Ruff. He is a 5'10", 197 junior for the Auburn Tigers. I don't know if Coach Etheridge will throw a lot here. He may just run it out, having this big lead, but we'll see. He'll want to get players some reps.
Yeah,
I
think they'll run their normal offense here.
And that's Myers with it, and he's got open field.
Owen Randall coming up, making the big stick there, but not after
he
Myers picks up.
Positive yardage is going to move the chains. That's something that other teams are going to look at if they have a good running quarterback, Brett Madison, for the future.
Well, last week, Helena's quarterback gave us trouble with it.
And they see that, and I don't know what they're doing maybe they're doing a trap block, but Coach Campbell and Coach Gaines will look at that and they'll adjust to it. Getting ready for this region run starting next week. Myers takes him. He is looking to throw. He passes complete. That's number 5.
Antonio Welch there, kind of on the little drag route across the middle. Picks up.
Looks like he's going to pick up about 9. 8. Looks like they're going to give him 8. So 2nd and 2 for the Tigers. Started this third quarter.
The defense there trying to get in position. You see Coach TD and Coach Campbell there barking orders. Guys moving around out there in the secondary.
Little speed sweep. He's got a lot of room. There's a hold right there. And
don't see any flags on the field, though, but I do see what they're
pointing at the scoreboard. Little jawing going along, and the Auburn players are pointing to the scoreboard. So another first down for the Auburn Tigers.
2 blocks here. You got to get disengaged. They're holding in tight, and if you can get away from them, you can kind of see that. our guys are kind of having a hard time there getting off that block.
Myers looks to throw. He's got a guy open, and he overthrows him.
Owen Randall in pretty good position there.
He wish he had that one back.
Yeah, just didn't put that more on the line. Need a little more air under it. Yeah, he'd like to have that one back.
So 2nd and 10 now for the Auburn Tigers. Myers takes it, little handoff, looking for a little running room, and he picks up.
It's about 3.
About 3 yards there.
Yeah, not a bad play. Desmond Mobley did a good job of turning that back into the linebackers, the flow.
Up on the carry for the Tigers.
So 3rd and about.
3rd and 6,
7. Scoreboard saying 3rd and 3. That's not right, but
big play here.
Watch for that quarterback run. Good play. Marcia Teofilo.
Teofilo off the edge.
Something big positive play there.
A little life out of the Moody crowd.
Here's the replay right here. You see Marshall kind of just hanging out. And there he goes, unblocked.
Just overloaded that right side, come in unblocked and makes a play.
Something positive there for the Moody Blue Devils on that defensive stand. So back deep is Josiah Dozier. Let's see if we can get something exciting going here for the Devils. High punt. You got to be careful
good
here.
Kick here. Gonna let that go.
And it's going to go into the end zone. So Blue Devils start from their own 20-yard line. Got a Victory Christian update. Their lead, Marion, 14-6 in the 3rd. That's Francis Marion, I believe.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a close game there.
1st and 10, Moody from the 20.
I'm going to take over here at the 20 and see if we can get something going.
Now we're showing trips at the bottom, a single receiver at the top. LaCameron Meadows is your running back. They fake it to him. Throw it over to the little screen there. Elijah's got a little open field. Elijah Rutledge is still up. And he's going to pick up about 9, maybe 8, 9 yards. Looks like his helmet comes off. So he'll have to come out.
Yeah, and pick up about 9.
Here's the replay right here. Good first play, and he didn't go down, but so big 9-yard gain there.
Yeah,
we
just got to put some of those together and keep getting positive plays and stay in front of the sticks here.
Colin Eatman looks like they're going to get us for false starter maybe. Yeah, they're getting us on a false start. I don't know what happened there.
I don't know if I think that may be on the center there, they're saying. He's kind of patting on the head. I don't know if it's moved the ball.
Yeah, they call
it. Hard to tell there.
Again, there's a positive play, and now we're,
Yeah, 2nd and 1, now 2nd and 6.
Pass is complete to Aiden White.
He's up the field, picks up maybe about half of that back.
It's going to be 3rd and 2, I believe, maybe 3rd and 3. Yeah, 3rd and 3 now for the Blue Devils. So maybe see a dose of the Cameron Meadows here, who's had some positive yardage. They send him in motion.
Looks like Auburn's bringing both linebackers. Let's see if they bail out of that now. We'll change the play.
11 seconds down to 10 on the 25-second game clock. Down to 5. Jake takes it.
They do bring both linebackers.
Passes. He had him open. He had Elijah over the middle.
Both linebackers cleared out on the rush. Had the middle open just behind him there. Just not the timing we needed.
It looks like Jake's going to gamble. Are they going to try to draw him off sides here? This is a big gamble if they dial it up here, Brett Madison.
Yeah. Looks like going back for the short pooch kick.
Yep. Roll, baby, roll. It's taking a Moody bounce.
An effective kick. Jake did a good job there.
So a good first off, moving the ball, but then again shooting ourselves in the foot.
Yeah, like I said, with the we're up against the talent levels of the 7A and 5A is obviously in numbers you can see there, and we just don't have the luxury of making those mistakes to kill drives and backing positive things up. So we've got to find a way to cut that out and keep stringing some more positive plays together as the second half goes on.
6 minutes and 47 seconds left in this third quarter. Looks like Auburn will start from their own 32-yard line. Myers takes it. He's going to hand it off. Look for a little running room, and he didn't find much.
That's a good job there by that's like Josh Willett, Caden Cofield.
Yep. Jake Huff on the carry for the Tigers.
He play made 1 yard. 2nd and 9 now for the Tigers.
Second down.
Myers throws. Pass is complete. There. He's still up. He breaks a tackle. And he's going to move the chains.
Is that Antonio Welch?
Pass complete to number 5, Antonio Welch. Tackle made by number 15, Desron Mobley. First down, Auburn.
They're finding a lot of room out there, and I don't know if we're giving them that much cushion, but they're finding a lot of room out there in the flats.
Yeah.
And then turning a 5-yard catch into a 15-yard gain.
Corner now 10-7 in the third. Briarwood 28 leads 14 in the third. New set of downs for the Auburn Tigers. Myers takes it.
Good
nice defensive play over there.
Desron Mobley's really had a good night there, sealing the edge there. Like I said, Auburn really doesn't run the ball a whole lot.
Good job from that defensive line front, staying in their lanes.
Cam Mallory got the first contact, kind of sprung it out.
Lost 3 yards. So 2nd and 13. Myers looks to throw. Guy's wide open over the middle, and he's got speed. He's down that sideline, and he's finally run out of bounds.
That's Joshua Askew.
Pass complete to number 7, Joshua Askew.
Looks like.
5'8", 145 senior. Like I said, he's not the biggest of receivers, but certainly quick. And
Caden Cofield finally brings him down out of bounds, so they move the chains again. 5 minutes, 6 seconds to go in this third quarter.
Auburn kind of marching down the field again.
Myers takes it. He fakes it. He's being flushed out. He's looking for a little running room. Got a guy wide open over the middle. He breaks the tackle. Caden Mitchell. He slings Caden Mitchell down.
Antoine Welch there. 5'11", 155 senior. So they're just kind of finding holes all in the secondary, and the offensive line is doing a good job. Myers is, whether he's sitting in the pocket or whether he's sprinting out behind or setting up behind tackle, he's doing a good job of finding guys all over the field.
Yeah, Coach Kane has talked about Myers in his coaches show this week and talked about what a phenomenal athlete he is, and he's good as advertised. They're in a tough, that 7A's tough, Brett Madison.
Yeah, did see a little bit of the Opelika game, and it's a big rivalry down here. And
it's a quarterback keeper around that left end.
They'll see each other again down the road.
Yeah. How about the Clay Chotwell getting that big win over Thompson last night?
Yeah, watched a good bit of that. Picked it up in the second quarter, and Thompson looked to be in control.
Yeah.
And then gets the big turnover play. Clay does with the defensive turnover and touchdown. And next thing you know, swings it there in the second half, and it really all Clay Chotwell second half. So it was an impressive win for Floyd there in the Clay Chotwell Cougars.
Hands off up the middle. Got a little run. What a hole he had. That's number 0. That's Jalen Huff.
Jalen Huff.
He's still up.
We've really done a good job of kind of plugging the middle so far, but that time their offensive line opened up a big hole.
It's going to be about 3rd and 1. See if we can get a defensive stop. It could be 4-down territory, or Coach Etheridge may elect to kick that field goal.
3rd down.
Myers looks over the defense and looks back to the sideline, and they call in the play. There's that little sweep, a good block.
Myers
keeps it just up the middle. That's what hurt us last week, and they've watched film, obviously, and so the coaches are going to have to adjust to that.
A lot of movement, a lot of movement there. Eye candy and just the fake give, and Myers is a phenomenal athlete.
He is.
He's getting the blocking up front as well.
And there's some big offensive linemen there. You look at number 75.
Boy, he's got an SEC frame, right?
Yeah, Trenton Pritchett. I think he's committed to Troy.
Excellent. 6'5", 280 senior.
Yeah, he's at right tackle. He does look the part. So 1st and goal for the Tigers. Just a slow little handoff. And that speed, but look at that speed from Moody.
Caden Cofield coming up, making the stop there, keep them out. Like I said, this is where you're playing for the name on the jersey. So, and your teammates and your brothers out there in battle. So, you'd like to see these guys fight all the way through.
Going under 2 minutes here in the 3rd quarter. Auburn leads 34-0 over the Moody Blue Devils. Myers look, they're going to get a false start. I think 0 kind of started early.
Yeah, I hope so. He was
open.
He was open.
Yeah, false start against Auburn. They'll be penalized 5 yards. Looking at the region games left, we're about to make that region run starting next week, and I don't know if we'll see a quarterback of this caliber.
Certainly been impressive tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
and
know
that's
how
not
many of this
any
calibers in the
disrespect
state,
to the Center Points, Leeds, and Lincolns, and
2nd down 8.
whoever we have left on our schedule, but they're going to look at film and see where we're kind of struggling with that quarterback. Helena kind of exposed us last week, but when we need to stop, we got to stop. But it looks like Auburn's going to take a timeout with 1 minute and 14 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Our producer says we need to take a timeout as well. You're watching Moody Blue Devil football on the 411 Network.
What do you dream of? Maybe you want to start your own business, buy your weekly cup of coffee, or to just be able to afford your favorite fruit at the grocery store. We're here to help. Alitrust isn't your average bank. We are a non-profit credit union staffed by Alabama locals and owned by you, our members. Because here, it's not just about banking. It's about having the financial help to live your life the way you want.
Welcome back into the 411 Network. We're live here at Duck Sanford Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. Got a nice little cool breeze going here, Brett Madison.
Yeah, giving us a little taste of fall,
Come on, fall.
Yeah, come on. Can't get here fast enough.
We look forward to summer, but, man, when that humidity kicks in July and August, it's brutal.
I'm done with 90-plus.
Yeah. All right, 2nd and 8. Looks like 2nd and gold here for the Auburn Tigers. Myers takes it. He rolls out. Got a guy again wide open, but he's just.
DJ Price.
Yeah, he fumbles the ball. They're saying he's in.
They're saying he's in.
He crossed the plane. I don't know. Obviously, that's not reviewable, but from here, it didn't look like he was in. But
ref was right there down the line. Like you said, from here, it didn't look like he was in. But
here's the replay.
He quickly gave the touchdown signal.
Let's see the replay here. Where he landed.
I don't know.
I don't know.
That ball looks to me like it's flipping. DJ Price is fighting there, and
that's questionable. The guy, the other judge, right? This guy ran all the way down the sideline, and they had a guy right on top of there. But anyway, does it change? With a minute and 5 seconds to go in the third quarter, Auburn's back, strikes again, 41-0 over your Moody Blue Devils. We'll stay here with it. Playing some old Auburn song, Glory, Glory to Old Auburn there. So, I don't know of any, I'm sure there is, but you got Auburn High School and Auburn University. I don't know if there's other, I'm sure they are, but pretty unique having Auburn High School and Auburn University right here.
Yeah, almost, next door campuses adjoin, closely.
Phoenix City's not. I don't believe Phoenix City's that far away.
They're not. Opelika. It's hard to figure out whether you're in Auburn and Opelika in places here.
And a new school in 2 or 3 years, Plains High School.
That's what I understand.
Yep.
Talking to Eric there that they've already got plans to split, and both schools will be a 7A school.
Yeah, ain't that something?
It's a beautiful area. I mean, you've got the campus here, and you've got the surrounding area. Just a lot of appeal here. So I can understand why the growth and the draw to the Auburn area.
This city has boomed back when I obviously came down here as a kid. Then son-in-law and daughter were down here, and man, it's just as Tiger Town's boomed. This area right around here where the stadium is it's just grown. It's just unreal. So.
The Auburn family, it gets used a lot, but I think when you're here, you don't want to leave.
Yeah.
So a lot of people made their home here.
Yep, after
going to school here.
The Cameron Meadows with the ball, he sheds off one tackle, and they get him low. It's about the only way you're going to bring him down. He's slow getting up.
I'm starting to see some reserves, mixing in on the Auburn side there.
We're under 1 minute to go in this third quarter. They're going to use this film, use this game, and again, when you get in the playoffs, and Jake he doesn't care where he is in the region. He wants to just get a chance to be there. Jake Lowry looks, pass is complete. Josiah, he's got a little open field. Yeah. Josiah's still up, and he's finally brought down after picking up the first down for the Moody Blue Devils.
It's a good positive play there. Josiah gets up a little gingerly, but kind of walking that off.
Here's the replay. Great.
The offensive lineman getting out there, getting hands on somebody, and really sprung that open. He just kind of landed awkwardly there.
Looks like he came out, I believe. The Cameron Meadows, and they read that play.
Who's that?
That's number 27.
Yeah, he's unknown. I don't have him on our roster here, but he's made a couple of big plays tonight. That's Elijah Scott.
Yeah, they have him as a defensive lineman. He's a 6'2", 225 junior for the Tigers.
Just a different number, huh?
No, he's 27. He's over here on the
other page.
Yeah, the other page.
Oh, the other page.
That's going to do it. That's the end of the third quarter where the Auburn Tigers lead 41-0 over your Moody Blue Devils. So not sure if they're going to lower the flag here. I don't believe so. Some schools do it, some schools don't. Still see the Moody players holding up number 4. It is fourth quarter. You still got to fight. You can't just give in.
Yeah, you got to find something here. Like you said, you're playing for pride, playing for your brothers, and playing for your name on the jersey. So, and that's not your last name. That's Moody.
Going back to the town of Auburn, down near campus, there used to be a place called Cheeseburger. I don't know if you ever heard of it. Well, I found out it was closed.
Oh.
So I don't know what's in there now, but that was a go-to spot on game day. But you had to get there early because it was a small venue, and the wait time was outrageous. But a lot of restaurants that have opened up in this Auburn area. And, again, it's just, like I said, it's boomed. And
yeah, the housing obviously was, the campus is so condensed, a beautiful campus, and housing was an issue. But, yeah, last time I was here, just tons of new development. New development coming in and restaurants coming along with it.
All right, let's see what the Blue Devils dial up here. Second and looks like 12. Jake takes it. He fakes it. Pass is complete to Colin Eatman, looking for a little running room. And
yeah, he may picks up a couple there, but, host of Auburn. Host of Auburn players there making the tackle.
So I used to go the back way off 280, get off County Road 188, I think, and it was just nothing. And now you turn there and you can still go that way, but the development of homes is just unreal.
Yeah.
Shook Jordan Parkway, you come out there, it's just University Boulevard. It's just the development.
Your secret way home or
ain't
out
secret
the back,
no
not
more.
Secret anymore.
Jake's going deep down there. He's got
a guy.
Elijah Rutledge, and he throws. It's an intercept.
The ball's on the ground.
Are they going to say incomplete? No, they're going to give it to Auburn. So another turnover.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a football move there. Referee's calling it an interception and then a fumble and recovery.
So another turnover for your Blue Devils.
Auburn takes over at the 39-yard line.
Well, that's kind of like a punt there. Not what you want, but if you do turn it over, it did serve a purpose there with the punt.
Looks like a lot of reserve linemen. Still got some of the first teamers in for Auburn. 11 minutes and 17 seconds.
Yeah.
Left in this fourth quarter here. Amon Lane Gaines stopped by here at the booth to see us.
Yeah,
Mason Myers takes it.
You got backup quarterback in. I believe that is.
Was that Carson Myers?
Yeah, that's Crossland.
There's a flag on the play.
That's Crossland. He's a junior, 195, 6'1", 195.
I think I may have just called him Mason Myers there. Number 11. Crossland. He is a 6'1", 195 junior. What a name. Holding against the Tigers. They'll be penalized 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
Holding on the Tigers.
Asheville 41, Decatur Heritage 17, playing in the fourth quarter. Also playing in the fourth quarter corner now, 17-7 all over Jacksonville. Probably wearing them down.
Yeah, like I said, homecoming up there. And corners, they've had that program going the right direction the last several years. I think they went third round last year in the playoffs.
Got beat by Leeds.
Yeah, in a high-scoring game.
Little toss. We read it good. There's Jagger Ludolph.
Yeah, just a little speed option there.
Number 0, Jalen Huff on the carry.
Jalen Huff was the ball carrier.
Tackle made by number 4, Henry Smith. Second down, 15.
So second and 15 now for the Tigers. Down to 10 minutes and 48 seconds to go in the ball game. Again, thank everybody for tuning in tonight and those that made the trip down 280 from Moody to watch the Blue Devils play.
A big play there. Josh Willett. Oh, okay. Fake, but Willett takes the fake guy and takes him out. Looks like the rest of the Moody team took out QB on that play.
So getting some rep. Here's the replay right here. Mason Marshall Teofilo in on that leading first tackler to meet him. So you just got to keep digging and digging at it. You're looking to throw. He just throws it up.
Well, that ball was in the air for a long time.
It was. Pass is incomplete, so it's going to bring up fourth down, and now the first punt or second punt of the night for the Auburn Tigers.
Yeah, Levi Kelly there almost comes down with it, but that ball hung in the air for a long time. Was able to get it on the ground.
Back deep for Moody, number 1, Josiah Dozier. Set the kick, number 39, Joseph Daniels.
They're short a guy. He comes running in late.
They can run the backup QB in.
Good punt. Josiah just letting it bounce. Just getting a good Auburn roll and looks like it's going to be down about the 10-yard line. Waved the flag off. Yeah, they threw a flag, but they waved it off. So I don't know if he didn't get set coming in late like that. So Moody's at their own 10-yard line with 9 minutes and 36 seconds left in the ball game. Let's see if they can get something positive here going. Jake takes it, looking for a little running room. That's
Cameron up the middle there.
I think that's maybe KJ. Maybe. KJ's coming in, so that was LeCameron. So giving
pick up about 3.
LeCameron a little breather here. Josiah Dozier coming off. So they got to keep these guys healthy for this region run coming up, starting next week. That's KJ looking for a little run room, and
he's picking up a nice gain there.
Nice gain.
And the offensive line, Auburn's getting in, subbing in some twos. But the offensive line's still working hard and, getting some push there.
This is how you get them some reps, your second team, but we still got our first teamers in, just trying to build some confidence.
Yeah, Auburn, like you noted earlier, the largest school in the state, 2,300 students. We're stepping up 2 classifications there as a kind of a medium 5A school. So
KJ on the carry off that right side and ran right into an Auburn Tiger.
Number 8, Kevin James on the carry.
So he looks like he failed to gain.
Yeah, 2nd and 10.
So 2nd and 10 now for the Moody Blue Devils. 8 minutes and 4 seconds to go in the ball game.
Yeah, Colin Eatman, Elijah Rutledge out wide.
Jake, pass is complete. Looks like Elijah Rutledge over on that sideline. So
pick up a couple before knocked out. Looks like maybe pick up a 6.
We do have a final from the Asheville-Decatur Heritage game. Asheville wins 41-17. St. Clair now pulling away big from Shelby County. They lead 35-7 in the fourth quarter. Fayetteville 52, Ragland 12 in the fourth quarter. So 3rd and about 5.
Aubrey Walker out here wide.
Jake looks to throw. Pass is complete.
That's KJ there. Good catch.
Goes out of bounds. He's gonna be close.
Yeah, number 5 there. Carter Chambly.
It looks like he has it. Yep. Move the chains. Talking to some of the Auburn people here, talking about the turf. They got new turf this year, and a lot of people don't like it because they slip, and so the Auburn players really were complaining about it. But
their first year on
first
turf.
year, on some new turf. Kevin James again.
Off the right side
there goes Kevin James.
He's loose.
There goes Kevin James down that sideline. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. He's in, folks.
Kevin James.
No flags. Touchdown for the K-Train. Here's the replay right here. Just good blocking off that right side, and there he goes down the sideline.
Thor tried to take the angle. Yeah, he just ran away from the rest of the Auburn players. Big play there for Kevin James. I believe that's his first touchdown of the year.
It may be, yeah. Ryan McPherson in, Lee Prater the holder. Snap, place, kick.
Good.
And it's good. And Moody finally on the board. 6 minutes and 29 seconds to go in the ball game.
Keep fighting.
It's Auburn 41, Moody 7. Next week, homecoming. Moody, Alabama, Brett Madison. So you need to call all your buddies you graduated with, your classmates, and tell them to be there as we host Center Point.
Yeah, it's going to be a big week, as you know, a lot leading up to Friday night with festivities and the parade and everything. Yeah, looking forward to it. Maybe we can get some old teammates in town for the game next week. I think it's
this is where homecoming week for coaching staff is probably one of the worst weeks they hate, because you're trying to keep your players
out of trouble. You know, don't get caught up in the rest of the nonsense.
Yeah,
you're right.
You know, the rolling of homes and other stuff that goes on, and just got to be careful. I'm sure Coach Gaines and his staff will address that this week and let them know, and I'll probably ask him in the coach's show. I'll be back for the coach's show this week, but one thing I'll ask him about how you keep your players focused.
Yeah,
it's a big region game.
Yeah, it's a big game, and Center Point, yeah, they're not having the year that they've had in the past, but like I said, anybody can beat you on any night, so got to be focused and come into the game prepared and ready to play.
Kick goes in the end zone, so Auburn will start from their own 20-yard line. You know, Moody now is 2-0, the only undefeated team in the region, so a couple more wins there. You know, you got Center Point leads coming up, and you got Lincoln as well. So you gotta make sure you handle business.
Yeah, you certainly do, and like I said, we're sitting in a good spot with 2-0, but you've got to take every opponent seriously and go 1-0 that week.
Springville also in the region.
Still on the schedule. They come off the big win last week. You know,
they were off this week.
Yeah,
so
you know, they were started off slow, but you know, getting better and better all.
You just can't let your guard down.
No, and you know, Lincoln, you know, last week was significant favorite. But Springville, I think, led that whole game, and then some heroics at the end. Lincoln come back and took the lead. And I understand Springville scored with 4 seconds left to get the homecoming victory last week.
Good little running back there for Auburn. He's getting some positive yardage. I think he moved the chains, trying to see his number.
Yeah, Coach Gaines and Coach Campbell getting
number 22. Let's see, that is Zion Thomas. He's a junior, 5'10", 180 junior for the Auburn Tigers.
You got Sawyer Cummins coming in there, defensive end, number 21.
Trying to get some more reps.
Yeah, Donovan Dennis in. You got Jonah Williams there in as well there at strong safety. So trying to get some of those key reps in for some of these guys that'll pay dividends down the road.
Yeah. .5:13 to go in the ball game. Auburn with a false start, penalized 5 yards.
False start on the Tigers. First down 15.
Got Ashton Purdue of their senior DB at your right corner as well.
Just going to hand it off. A little run and play off the right side.
A good job of plugging that up quick.
So it looks like it's going to be second and now about – they've got 15.
Yeah.
Looks like you moved the chains a little bit. Maybe
4:30 left here in the fourth. Yeah, it looks like second and 14.
Stay with us at the conclusion of this ball game. We'll have some comments for head football coach Jake Gaines.
A good coverage there, number 20 on the coverage. That is Juju Hill.
Juju Hill seeing some action on the
defensive side. Yeah.
Got a final from, well, it's not a final yet, but Hewitt 42, Pinson nothing late in the fourth quarter. Yeah, that's our producer engineer's alma mater there, and not getting any reaction from him. He just shaking his head. So.
Hewitt's having a great year.
Yeah, they are,
year.
man.
Yeah,
they're 7A.
They've been close here the last several years, and this may be their year. That's a tough region there with Thompson and Hoover, but I think they're sitting undefeated now as well.
Looks like Auburn's going to take a timeout.
Timeout Auburn.
Yeah, timeout Auburn with 4 minutes and 11 seconds to go in this ball game. And producer said we'll just stay here with it. But next week homecoming at the Bill, so a lot of festivities going on all week, and homecoming court and everybody making floats, and you gotta. It's all good for the student body. My head football coach, he didn't like homecoming week, obviously because of what could happen, but he was like, all that stuff for the student body. You're a football player, so.
Yeah, that's the word. I know all week, and they'll preach that. And like I said, you want to be able to make some core memories there, but obviously the focus is on the game, and I know they'll do that. Yeah, I've got to see if I fit the suit, David. My oldest daughter's in the court.
Homecoming court. Well, little screen pass, and he's got blockers in front of an open field.
That's who is that there? Owen Randall coming up to kind of bring him down and keep that from going for.
That was a good play call there.
They had the blockers out front, and had lined up and picked up.
Big yardage, 25 plus yards there. So as the clock continues to run, we're under 4 minutes now. Now it becomes, like you said, a pride thing to keep him out of the end zone.
Yeah, we got a lot of younger guys out there seeing some time here, getting important reps here. We want to keep them out. Running back slipped there for a minute, but
kept his balance. It looks like I'm showing Landon Rawton on the roster.
Carried by number 22.
Yeah.
No, number 22. I thought it was 24. So Zion Thomas with the carry.
5'10", 180 junior.
Talking to Coach Etheridge before the game, he was talking about his running back depth. That the stud that's at Auburn now, Mabson, he was just all over the place.
Decided to reclass up and went out early, I understand. Probably didn't necessarily plan for that, but a lot of guys, as you can see, behind him.
Number 13 there for the Auburn Tigers, Stephon Payne.
Yeah, 5'8", 145, sophomore.
He's going to move the chains for the Tigers as we're under 3 minutes now. Clock stops with 2 minutes and 52 seconds to go in the ball game. Let's see what this defense can do. Just try to keep him out of the end zone.
You got Ethan Evans, junior defensive lineman, in there in the middle. Oh, big hit there, big collision. Looks like that's Marshall. Tulafilo there.
Corner 17, Jacksonville 7. That's a final.
Number 22, Tate Thomas. Tackle made by number 23, Craig Mitchell.
Second and 1 now for the Tigers. Little toss over there, and thought we had him.
Yeah, we had guys out there, but he hit a little seam there and closed it up, but not after he picked up.
Looks like the clock stops with 1 minute and 55 seconds to go in the ball game. So 1st and 10 now for the Tigers. Looks like the ball's on the Moody 24-yard line. Looks like we're going to get a false start.
Yeah, a little inside tall sweep there to 13.
Moody playing a lot of players, getting him some reps.
Illegal shift on the Tigers.
Jonah Williams in the ball game, senior defensive back.
He got Sawyer Cummins, senior, number 42 there on the defensive tackle.
That's number 22, Zion Thomas again off that left side as the clock continues to run, and I believe they're going to just let that clock run.
Yeah, we may get one more snap here.
So these games, Coach Gaines schedules them. They're a tough game. He don't care about he just wants to get the competition. And a lot of people don't understand that. And they, why will you play them? Well, you play them for November because everybody remembers November.
Yeah, this is something you can't simulate. So the kind of competition and this game speed.
That's Thomas again off that left side. So it looks like that's probably going to do it as both teams are starting to line up here. So the Auburn Tigers are going to get the victory tonight over the Moody Blue Devils 41-7. Stay with us as we get some comments from head football coach Jake Gaines. His teams meet at midfield. All the teams meet there in the middle. People look at the score and they don't like it, but it's kudos for Coach Gaines for scheduling.
Yeah,
a lot of people don't do it.
Yeah, you see these on the schedule early, and it's going to be tough competition and uphill sledding. But there's a lot to be learned, a lot to be gained from playing these games.
Yeah, I mean, you can schedule a cupcake game if you wanted to, but hats off to Coach Gaines for doing that. So trying to find him and trying to find Ashland. I've lost Coach Gaines, so
yeah, he's
I
lost
see him.
in the
I see him right there, but I don't see Ashland.
Coach is on the other side.
Oh, is he? I think he's looking for her now, so I've there she goes. So let's take it down to Ashland Cook talking with head football coach Jake Gaines.
Coach Gaines, a lot of opportunities for growth here tonight in Auburn. What adjustments are you going to make this week going back to region play next week?
Yeah, we got a big 4-game stretch to finish it out. Thankfully I think we got out here pretty healthy. It was a pretty physical game, but lots to clean up. Another opponent where you feel like probably won't see that size and speed again, but always a good test, and just a lot of self-inflicted wounds like the first half, but we gotta see what we can fix.
Thank you, Coach Gaines.
Yep, thank you.
All right, folks, you heard it from Coach Gaines, so we're going to find out next week as we hopefully we can rebound as we take on the Center Point Eagles at home at the Bill. A lot of activities going on at the Bill next week with homecoming. Probably, I don't know if they do homecoming at halftime. I'm sure the band will play. A lot of pregame activities, so I would get there early, try to get you a good seat as we host the Center Point Eagles. Big region game. As, like you said, we're about to go on that region run.
Yeah, I fully expect that, they're going to, probably recovery tomorrow, back in the film room Sunday. Have a short memory here with the game tonight, and, get refocused and be ready to start that run next week and ultimately a run in the playoffs.
They'll just they'll show some film to them and look at what we did right and what we did wrong, and focus on a few things. But again, hats off to Coach Gaines for scheduling these tough opponents, and he told me earlier he don't care about his record or the record. He just wants to get a shot in November to get into the dance. So hopefully he'll get his opportunity. But region play can be tricky sometimes. So don't have any more finals. Looks like Briarwood 28 leads 23 in the third, so that was tightening up a little bit. After leading, they were leading 28-14. So Leeds has got a little grit in them in the fourth quarter here. Leeds now is taking the lead 29-28 in the fourth. Wow. So little fight from the Greenies there.
Yeah, exactly.
So anyway, appreciate everybody watching tonight. I want to thank Ashlyn Cook and Brett Madison for filling in for Willie and Brett Staggs, who are out. Again, also thank you to our camera crew, our students, also to our producer, Eric Parsons, who did a wonderful job getting that internet up and running and going good for the entirety of the game. I'm David Simpson. We'll see you all at the Bill next week for homecoming.